Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest III, where last time we beat was it Baramos? Guy we were led to believe was a big bad of the game. Only to find out there's an even bigger and badder person out there. So, I think we need to go to like the underworld to fight him. I'll not lie, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what I was supposed to believe we were going to be doing, but it wasn't really this. Because yeah, we need to go to, if I zoom in on the map, we need to go to there. Which I'm assuming is just going to take me, like, down underground somewhere. Before we do that though, I've got so many medals, I'd imagine, to hand in. I actually can't remember. I may have already handed these in. But, just in case, I'm gonna hand them in. Because I don't know. I don't think rewards are actually worth it at this point. But I want to assume they could be. If I get to 40, I get... Not really something I need. Not really something I need. Okay. Well, at the very least, we've got 2 sages as of last time, which is pretty impressive. I do want to very quickly, because it has been bugging me, thinking about it. I would like to go to... Is Minosa? No. Where was it? I know where it is on the map. It's a place kind of to the east of me now. Or, sorry, west of me. What's it called? Was that Landon? Or wherever it was? Lanson, there we go. That was close, one letter off. Yeah, go over here. Because I want to quickly investigate here. I feel like that weird shiny metal I found underground, it's important, right? And I don't entirely know how it works. Come, yes, I do possess the courage. Let me back in, please. This is nice and easy. We've been here already. Go forth. Yeah, I've done this before. I don't know why he's treating this as if it's like some grand thing that I'm doing. It's really not. Yeah, because I want to go in this cave. There was something shiny, and it was a mineral. And I'd been led to believe that said shiny mineral would let me, I don't know, repair my dad's helmet? Which we haven't found. But I feel like we're missing something. We've also not been across these side routes before. Monster sniffs my considerable scent and flees. That's a bit mean. I can use musk. Is that fine? Is it now happy? May I help thee? Yes, you may. I'm glad that worked. I honestly didn't expect that. And we found Galahad, another of the Knights of the Round Table. And I think possibly the last restless armor. Let's see. Are there any more? No, I think 4 is it, and that's a considerable improvement. I'm glad I figured out how that works. Okay, that just loops me back around. That's fine. So all we want is go down, I believe. I think we've done everything else here already. This is just a case of making our way down below, going through the various rooms. Just keep using... Have I unlocked all my spells? No, I'm one off from all of them. Just wanted to check. But we want to go down is where we want. which I believe was top right. Yes, yes, top right was down. I think the other ones went up. Then I want to go down and round to my left. I hope none of these faces talk to me. Because we've been this way before. And, I mean, a lot of them did. Spell wears off. I don't think I'd be bothered fighting these enemies. I'll one-shot them as well, but there is not much XP. That just slows things down. But I very much feel I missed something down here. Like, what is this down here? Is there really nothing I can do right now? Some kind of stone, yes. Is there really not anything I can do? No? Alright. I mean, go back to Lanson, just in case I need to pick my friends up after having zoomed out of here. Oh no, the friends are with me. That's fine. I'm still assuming I'll need to come back to that at some point. I'll maybe find my dad in the underworld. Is a possibility. That might be where I get the helmet. You've not got anything to say, right? No. Indeed. Well. Guess we're going over this way. Also seeing a spot where I haven't been by boat. There's an icy rock up north. Can I be bothered going to it? I probably should. If I get on my boat, I think I might actually need to move very slightly first. Because I want to get all the monsters I can. It does get more abilities for tuna. There we are, we're in the boat. Just make sure we've got holy protection on. Simply because I am lazy. And nothing else. Yes. There's absolutely no valid reason apart from that. But I don't think we've been to this kind of rock here, have we? I feel like I'd remember it. Abilities, tuna, animals. No monsters nearby. Alright, maybe I have been here then. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Back into the boat. And Irene, good to see you. Good to see you again. Hope you have a lovely Christmas. Whatever it is you may have gotten up to. That's going well for me. I had a nice time. Just been doing stuff with my family the last few days, which has been nice. Got Mario Party, so we've been having fun on that. It's good. Mario Party is... I mean, I've not played it before. It's very luck-based, but it's fun. It's fun. Watched one musical. That is a lot of times to watch a musical. I mean, online, fair enough if it's online streaming. I'm guessing by watching it 5 times, like, you had it on in the background while doing other stuff? Or were you, like, just religiously watching this musical? Because, I mean, I'm kind of curious what musical it was that's good enough to make you watch it 5 times. I mean, I'm assuming it was good anyway. Yes, I'm glad it sounds like you had a good time. And I'm glad you're doing okay. Glad you are. Now, what on earth am I doing here? Why is there a cat? There are several spots in the world Wait. I've heard that there are several spots in this world where one can grow in strength in a speedy fashion. Alas, they cannot be reached on foot, which is why few even know their existence. Must admit, I myself am perfectly perplexed as to how they actually make one stronger, never mind how they achieve this in a manner most quick. Spots you can't reach on foot. What on earth would that be applying to? Does it mean like random encounters in like mountain ranges where you fly? Maybe? I don't know. There might be one spot in amongst there, or amongst some of the mountains, where it's more likely to come across liquid metal slimes. That's my immediate guess. And this is Castle of a Dragon Queen, apparently. Closest place to heavens. Why are all these animals speaking to me? This is kind of confusing, but not necessarily bad. Magic Friends and Family is called Twisted Untold Story of a Royal Advisor. Harry of Aladdin, where Jafar is good guy, and that does sound pretty fun actually. I will say, kind of spins on a classic formula are typically a lot of fun. Like, I might be willing to have a look at that. I will completely forget the name of it, however. I'm not going to remember. But that does sound fun. That does sound fun. And now, precious little of the Queen's life remains. I mean, I'm assuming, like, Jafar, he, in the, at least Disney, portrayal of stuff, was very much like the villain. But only really because, like, he wanted power, right? Aladdin, I don't think is necessarily a good guy. He just stumbled across an all-powerful being inside of a lamp. Also, this might be important, so I'll shut up for a moment. Overall jab at Disney, I'm always down for that.
You stand before the Dragon Queen, servant of the Almighty Goddess. Thank you for heeding my call and making your way here. Doubtless, one of my retainers has already told you, but I have scant time left.
I don't think the retainer said anything.
Listen well, child of Ortega, for I am about to impart all that I know of Zoma, whilst my life's flame yet burns. I do so in the hope that it will allow you to vanquish the fiend and restore order to our realm. Will you heed my request?
Is that an option? I could just say no. I could just say no. Disney's last movie. I mean, Tangled is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I mean, are we counting Disney Pixar as well? I don't think we would be. Although Disney does own Pixar. I mean, personally, I'm not too fond of like a lot of the Avengers ones. Honestly, like, yeah, they're good. I don't care enough to watch all of the films, which I apparently should be watching all of.
Thank you sincerely.
Yeah, on the fist.
Zoma dwells in the depths of the underworld. Start your journey there by first heading east of Baramos' lair. Eventually, you will come across an island in the middle of a lake. Its caves will lead you to the world below.
Wasn't able to go down, however.
Now, do not weep for me. My time is simply coming to an end, and I am certain my offspring can handle the task that awaits. Just know that Zoma possesses a power unlike any you have faced thus far. You would underestimate him at your peril. However, as long as you have this, you will not falter. The light will return. Of that I am sure.
Okay. Is this like another orb? What is this thing I'm being given? The Sphere of Light. Is a sphere better than an orb?
When faced with forces
I don't know.
most dark, hold that sphere aloft. Then it will be your turn to prove your might once more.
Okay. I think. I'm still a little confused.
Your Majesty!
Now it falls to me to pass on the torch to my dearest child.
And she's become an egg again. So she doesn't properly die? I don't know. Having trust the Sphere of Light to poison, the Dragon Queen for last breath lays an egg containing her offspring. Those who serve the Queen gather to mourn her passing. Then, a short while later...
Words fail me. Had I the strength, thy light may yet shine bright.
Well, I feel like I skipped ahead a little bit there. I was maybe meant to talk to other people before going to that middle chamber. But oh well. What's back here? Yeah, apparently Jafar's advisor he's scapegoat. I mean, honestly, yeah, fair enough. I could see that being an interesting concept. I'd need to see how it exactly plays out, but it sounds pretty interesting. That's the closest place to heaven in the whole world. Apparently, if you're in trial through hero, you can even get there from here. Okay, let's come back later for some even more stuff to happen. Where I go to heaven? Is what I'm understanding? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if Dragon Quest III, being as old as would have post-game content. I would imagine, possibly? I don't know. One thing that I'm really wondering about. That cat outside that said there's places to kind of farm XP that can't be reached on foot. What does it mean? Where on earth could it mean? Several spots. So it's not just the one space. But from it can't be reached on foot, that means boat, possibly? Flying, again, possibly? MCL, similar viewpoint? Yeah. I mean, decent films. Like, some of the first ones. Hit send by accident. Cool. That's fair. But yeah, some of the first films in their franchise are quite good. Like first Doctor Strange film didn't have any tie-ins with anything else. I quite enjoyed that. I knew what was going on because the film explained it all. A similar viewpoint to as you do trials. You also agree with what? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think if you need to have all of the other things as context to understand the film, like, sure, if it's meant to be like a trilogy, that makes sense. Like, you wouldn't pick up Lord of the Rings on the last one and then complain about not knowing what's happening, right? They make it obvious that's a trilogy. How many films have Marvel had? And you're expected to watch the majority, if not all of them, in order to understand what happens in, for example, Endgame, or like some of the other ones where characters tie in with each other. Like, it's weird. It's weird. I somewhat understand like why they do it that way, because yeah, if you watch all of them, that's cool. You've got all of that stuff from other films and you're like, oh cool, that's that part. But otherwise I'm like, okay, but why is Iron Man helping out Spider-Man? Why can't we just have Spider-Man on his own? Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm talking about places that can't be reached on foot. I'm gonna run around here for a second. See if I come across any monsters. Probably stuff like retcons, Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans returning. Problem with MCU Spider-Man is he's not Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man... I don't know. I think I liked Spider-Man as someone who kind of made their own little inventions to help them catch crime and whatnot. Like, you don't have any of the other Spider-Man stuff. Like, you don't have him working in a newspaper, really, as far as I'm aware. It's just, he's got powers of previous Spider-Mans, but he's not Spider-Man. He's not. Spoiled him at selfish brat. MC shows you why. Yeah. I don't know. I feel I somewhat understand having had Sony kind of reboot the Spider-Man stuff a few times. It makes sense that, sure, Marvel wants to take a different approach to it. Like, they don't want to rehash the exact same story. They don't rehash any of the story. They just make a new one. Like, yeah, I'm happy enough with it being tied in with other stuff existing. Like, we can make mention of the other stuff. We don't have to have, like, Iron Man making such a big part in it all and all of that stuff. Right? Rehash death scene. Have completely right character. Yeah. Like, there's better ways we could have handled it. I definitely agree with you. Like, I'm not a huge Marvel fan. I'm not going to claim to know enough to make a proper kind of dissection of why I don't think it worked as well. I don't know. Something about Marvel stuff, it strikes me as well written, yet not entirely meaningful, right? That makes sense. I mean, yes, they're all entertaining enough films. But there's not been a single one where I thought, oh, that was a really good film. I kind of want to go back and watch that again. Like, sure, some Marvel fans do, but I think that's just fanatics which you get with any kind of fandom. Whether that's, like, Five Nights at Freddy's, or Marvel, or anything, you know. They will watch or play something to death to learn even just that little bit more that they think could exist in its lore. Actually had to kill off Aunt May to give that lesson? Did we? I've only watched like the first two films, but I don't really mind for spoilers, so that's fine. Some next Spider-Man does a better job. Death of Aunt May. Good power comes with responsibility. Yeah. Like, there's definite ways they could have done better. Also, did I just walk up to this? I do. The Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire. I mean, I don't watch a lot of superhero films. I've seen them. I don't remember much of them, is the thing. But, I mean, what happened to, like, was it John Jonah Jameson or something? The news reporter guy. Like, brilliant character who, like, yes, he supports Spider-Man, what he does, but he has a newspaper to run. He has integrity as an author, and he sees what Spider-Man is doing as, yeah, like, it could be vigilantism. It's not stuff ordained by the police. Like, yeah, he was a reasonable enough character. He grounded it, you know? Rather than it just being, like, a superhero film where it's just incredibly powerful and that's all the reason you need. character assassinated in MCU. What did Jonah Jameson? I can't remember his name. I think that's it. Was he in the MCU?
Wert thou the source of that ghastly commotion just now? Tell me, from whence did
I didn't expect
thou appearest
Shakespearean English.
Pray enter my humble abode and tell me of what hath befallen thee.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll take your word for it. I don't watch a huge amount of films, and superhero films aren't really on there. Put up all his negatives and did none of his redeeming
Thou wouldst
qualities.
topple the
Really?
Lord of the Underworld.
Like, they didn't keep any of his stuff about, like, his integrity as an employer to his employees, integrity as doing newspapers, and not being biased towards the popular hero, but actually telling what he sees, you know? Like, get the business to run, sure, but he didn't, like, badmouth what Spider-Man was up to. He said, like, yeah, is he actually as good as everyone's making him out to be? Because, yeah, vigilantism. It's not a good thing. It shouldn't be played up as a good thing, I'd imagine, right? No one should take the law entirely into their own hands. MCU's Dick ruined Peter's life. Really? I can't believe it. He's like one of the better characters from it. That's a shame. Alright, this is
Clearly,
probably
thou
important stuff.
art
I'm gonna
not
continue
one
for
to
now.
be trifled with. Nary a single soul in Alefgard would dare dream of accomplishing a feat so grand. Nay, instead we spend our days in fear of the fiend. Regardless, thy path is clear. Make eastwards for the castle town of Tantagel. From there, cross the seas to the south to reach the Great Fiend's Isle. That is where you will find the dread Lord of the Underworld's citadel. Perchance, wouldst thou have use for a map of the realm? Better it serve thee than continue to go to waste in my possession.
I mean, that sounds pretty useful. I get a map. Hell yeah. Curious how big
and
this
thou
place
art
is.
more than welcome to take the ship outside for thine own. May it aid thee on thy quest. And always remember, the goddess goeth with the brave.
Yeah, I'll quickly steal whatever he has in here as well. Yeah, he is an asshole. That's part of his character. But he has integrity. He has integrity, like you say. Like, he's gonna stand up for his people. He's gonna do what he thinks is right. He's a strong-willed man, and there's nothing wrong with that. But he became Alex Jones, just doing conspiracies about Spider-Man, I'm assuming. That's a weird one. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. He's not a big, like, fan of superhero films, but I liked him, you know? It's a shame. Travel East, Mighty Castle Town, yep. Yeah, that's fine. So, map-wise, this looks to be different from the overworld map. This is quite a large world, this. I thought this was going to be a case of we go down, you have to go through like an underworld castle and that was it. But no, there's quite a bit more left. I'm looking forward to this. I was thinking we were getting near the end. I have now set foot in Alefgard. I've got an achievement for that. Don't think it's anything too impressive. I'm just walking around. But, yeah, cool. Anything noisy. Spider-Man got screwed over in the media. Past decades. Somebody gave him one of the Startling a few Spider-Mans felt like it perfectly captured him. Yeah, I don't know. I think, honestly, people want the kind of happy-go-lucky Spider-Man from Marvel. They want their superheroes to be these, essentially, paragons of good, right? Which, I guess I can understand. I don't think that's how superheroes should be, though. Like, superheroes, they shouldn't just be these all striving for the best thing ever guys, right? Like, going back to the Doctor Strange one, which I don't remember much about. It's been a long while since I watched that film. Like, I know he's got, like, his stubbornness and such at the start. That's not a flaw, really. That's just someone being skeptical because they were a, like, professional and well-renowned surgeon being told, hey, do some magic with, like, your hands, with the nerves that are all messed up, or whatever the plotline was. I think that was it. Like, yeah, no, it makes sense he's a bit of a skeptical asshole, because he's being told to believe in magic after doing science his whole life. Like, yeah, that makes sense. That's not a bad quality to him. Why can't they have bad qualities? Like, I don't know. Marvel's, I mean, they're good at it, but they're too keen on making everyone incredibly likeable. 7 seeds of stamina I'm gonna give to you. There we go. Seeds of life, again to Jack. Agility to Mycel. There we are. Like, I think, like, The Boys, especially, is a good example of, yeah, like, superheroes who, I mean, they're after commercial success. That's reasonable enough. Like, at the end of the day, as a profession, there definitely a lot of the bad sides to a lot of those heroes, but there's some who actually try and do good. I think The Boys is good, but it's the opposite end of the spectrum. I want something in between. I think the closest that comes to mind, again from Amazon, because I've not seen many things, Invincible is quite a good one. Where, yeah, the guy's got his flaws. He's doing his best, he improves, but he's definitely got his flaws. You can't deny that. I'll recommend Tiger and Bunny. I have not seen that one. If that's being recommended, I'll definitely look into that. I'll completely forget the name after a stream, but I'll try to remember. Completely agree with all of them. Definitely with regards to Hulk, who's also destroyed. Also the most powerful and scariest figure in Marvel doesn't have magic. It's probably from a mindset and from back to Spider. It's past comics. It's horrifying. MCU's, yeah, fair enough. Like, I understand you need all of the heroes to feel impactful, right? But you can't have all of them be incredibly powerful. Because, I mean, that doesn't work either. So they just need to weaken some of the more powerful ones, make some of the weak ones a bit more powerful. And they all kind of balance out. Like, I understand. It doesn't mean I like it. I don't know. I feel they definitely have done a good job in making it popular for a wide market. It's not the kind of film I want. I have a feeling they were meant to merge into like a king slime of some type. Yeah, because you gained 16 XP. Okay. Gamma form is work based on mental desires or instincts and was affected. Milka's pent-up rage bursting out. Shilk is how she wanted to be. Villain, cult leader, super genius, because he saw himself like that. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know much of a lore at all about any of it. Also, I'm just gonna defend here to see if they do merge. I'm hoping they do. Never mind. Tuna just murders all of them anyway. That's fine. That's fine. That is not any real amount of XP. I'm just gonna say Holy Protection to avoid them. Hopefully. Because like 16 XP, I'm not doing those fights. I'm hoping there's other fights in the kind of pool here. No, never mind. Apparently this is a difficult enough fight. I would disagree. I would disagree if that's anywhere near a difficult fight. But okay. Yeah, no. I think if you've got Marvel with their kind of happy-go-lucky kind of characters who, I mean, yeah, they have some bad stuff happen to them, but at the end of the day, they're powerful superheroes with not much in the way of flaws. Then you've got DC's kind of darker, more gritty one, where they went too far in the opposite direction. I do, however, think the... I haven't seen... I think there was a second one, wasn't there? But I have seen the first Joker film of recent times. And that honestly was good. That portrayed a villain in like a way where it was a person. You could believe it was a person who became a villain, right? Why can't we get that with any of the hero characters? Or are they just not allowed to have flaws? Is that part of like the licensing deal or something? Like they can't portray them negatively? I don't know. I don't know. Like Invincible is definitely one of the good modern media things. Like I 100% agree with you there. Another good one you might like is the Arcane. I think got a second season recently. Been meaning to watch the second one. First season though, very good. I enjoyed it. That was good fun. Like I would 100% recommend having a look at Arcane if you even vaguely think it's your kind of thing. Well, it's got a good plot, good characters. I mean, it's well animated as well. It's just good. It's just good. I would recommend it. You can tell that the budget they put in, while excessive, was put to use. And they actually made use of it all. Is there a monster around here? I should really check. There's a monster nearby somewhere. Where on earth is that monster? Is the question. I mean, it could be in that garden. I can't quite see into the garden. I don't think it's out in these woods, is it? Unless I've missed it amongst these trees. If I just wander around quickly. Nah, I don't think it's out here. Aware of how James Gunn will handle DCU. Hating most of Creature Commandos. How Spawn trailer looks fairly nice. Yeah. You seen the first season of Arcane? Wasn't too fond of the second since it felt rushed. I've not watched the second at all, so I wouldn't be able to really comment there. The first one was good though. I liked the first season. I could see the second one feeling rushed. Because that first season was a lot of time in production, I think. I don't know if I seek the Liar of Ire. But, sure. Maybe I do. I think James Gunn, he did a good job at capturing the kind of fun you got from the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. Like, that was good. He works well with source material. I don't know how good he will be in other stuff, because I've not seen him in other stuff. And I don't know of his other work. But he might be alright. He might be alright. I did find the lyre. Cool. What does that do? It's in my item bag. It's not in here. It's here. Because monsters to appear out of nowhere. Okay, so that just summons monsters. It's interesting. You know, I think James Gunn could be good for DCU. I was sent the trailer by a friend for the Superman thing, and honestly, it looks pretty good. Like it seems like it's doing a good job of portraying like a more accurate, realistic version of kind of Superman, you know? Where, yeah, he's gonna do his best, but things aren't always gonna go his way, right? Like, the public is against him at one point, which understandable, because he's this extremely powerful being who, I mean, thankfully is on their sides, but if his whims ever change, he is a genuine and rather big threat to the majority of people, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So it's more of a idealistic Superman, tried regressive thing. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be all in on being aggressive. It's not going to be all in on being power fantasy. It's going to be a nice middle ground somewhere. I don't quite know where the middle ground is going to be. So it's going to be a middle ground somewhere. And I'm down for that. I'm 100% down for that. I actually checked what Jack's equipment is. I think it did. That's looking okay. This for character and creature commandos. Not actually sure of material, but I'll try and figure it out as we go along. Robot he's a robot put in prison for some reason. Who's a crazy good Nazi killing machine who's very advanced for World War II. Okay. It's a powerful robot put into prison due to killing Nazis too well? That... I don't know. I'm struggling to find out why he was put into prison from that. But you said for some reason, so I'm assuming you're also struggling to figure out why he was put into prison, right? Like, that's fine. I mean, I want to have more kind of stuff like Invincible, where it's heroes who are down to earth. They're actually people, rather than just whatever it is that Marvel's decided to do, because they're, I mean, yes, but also no to being heroes. They're definitely heroes, but they're not people a lot of the time, I think. I don't know, I've not watched many of the films. This is from my very limited knowledge on it. Which they're not in any way down to earth, I think is what I'm trying to get at. After more ended, is mainly forgotten about, sold off by collector collector. It's taken up by literal neo-Nazi history buff. So I'm a fan of the robot. Decides, hey, about using for neo-Nazi stuff. You vote. Okay. So basically, Neo-Nazi picks up Robot. Robot is powered on and just shoots all of the Neo-Nazis because he's programmed to shoot anything Nazi. And he's sent to prison? Can he not just be turned off again? What? I mean, for him to be sent to prison, that means the law recognizes him as a person to be prosecuted under the law, right? Because you don't prosecute a toaster for electrocuting someone in a bathtub, do you? That's not a thing. To Robot to Neo-Nazi rally. Okay. I'm really struggling to understand why Robot went to prison. It's like locking up someone's gun because they shot a guy. Because the gun's at fault, clearly. Right? Like, what? That... I don't know, that doesn't make sense. Like, you don't lock up the tool used to do it. Like, even if it is a smart enough robot, like, yeah, the robot wasn't the one that did it. It was the person who turned on the robot. We cannot cast any spells. Where am I on the map currently? It's not anywhere important. Alright. Let's have a look around. Got quite a few areas to look at, I think. I'm gonna go up to the northern side first. Let's have a look around here. Oh, I've got a goodie bag guy. Hell yeah. I want to know if man's so stupid. Yeah, him being sent to prison was also stupid. I don't say I was sent to prison. Like, the man himself, sure, like, I don't think I would ever say, oh yeah, neo-Nazi, that's someone who's going to be really smart. Like, probably not. Probably not. How tough are these guys? This might be a bad area for me to be in. I'm starting to think it might be a bad place for me to be in, because none of these guys are dying. Okay, never mind. Never mind, it's just because I'm limited to only physical attacks. Maybe it's worse. No, this is fine. This is fine. Backstory felt super stupid. Let's do his job. Would have been in a military base, not given to collectors. Yeah. The way I'd maybe see the backstory working is, like, he wasn't recovered after the war. Like, he kind of went missing in combat because he was just running off to murder even more Nazis. He ended up just lost somewhere. They weren't able to collect him for whatever reason. Because I guess we didn't have tracking chips, right? Back in those days. Lore-wise, anyway. I don't know. Makes even dumber. Commandos, Suicide Squad monsters instead of convicts. Okay. And the Rick Flag's dad is boss. Sure. This is all sounding bizarre. And also, I cannot do any healing in here. Oh. I do not want to be down here. How many healing items do we have? I didn't really track with me that no magic meant no magic. I've got 15 special medicines. I guess that's fine. So to make sure everyone's mostly alive, I have meditation as an ability. So I should be fine. The others maybe not. I think Tuna could do some healing. Any more No more monsters? No, I'm just gonna head down if that is the case then. There's one character you like. I mean, it's better than none. It's better than none. Wait, one of them died. It's been a while since I've seen that. I mean, yeah, they can't heal anyone, so that kind of makes sense. Wildfire is going to be annoying, but I can deal with it. That Blizzard Blade is really useful right now. Something that's got me actually really worried. Yeah, we can't resurrect anyone without using the Abyssal Leaves. Which we've not really had to use up until. But I'd still like to not have to use them. This is worrying. I didn't think this would actually be a difficult dungeon, but this is genuinely quite concerning. That's probably fine. We've got level ups, at least for Jack and David. We are being given special medicine. Okay. Special medicine. Use it on Jack. Use it on Tuna. Use one on myself. We're gonna get through this very fast. I wasn't expecting this as a dungeon. I think I'll be fine. I am a little worried. Just trying to move purposefully to get into as few fights as possible. There are only 2 episodes left in this season. It's not got much of a chance to redeem itself then. I mean, hopefully it's alright. Hopefully. Why would he use that on a single troll? He could have done that as a group attack. Silly guy. Honestly, I think I am fine to do this. If I just meditate, I'm all good. That's fine. These guys, I think, are trying to cast spells. These trolls. So they're really not much of a threat. This is a weird dungeon. Like, no magic ever. It's not something I've seen before in any games like this. It's actually a really interesting kind of gimmick. I don't know what's in here, however. And whether I'm meant to be here yet. So I'm worried there might be a boss at the bottom, and I've got no idea if there is. So, we'll just have to wait and see. Because if there's a boss, I'd be a little worried to fight it without proper healing. Although what I could do is, if there is a boss, we've got so many medicinal herbs. I'll maybe save the special medicine to give to people. If I give special medicine out to my 2 possible healers, but I might just transfer all of this to Jack. Just make sure they are able to heal people. It's the waste of guys that stupid. One you do not say. Something I'd want to kill. I mean, you're a fan of something from history, right? Like, being into something that is historically important, I could understand. Even if it's held in contempt, it is still something interesting, right? Why did he bring it to a rally? Yeah, is the thing I find weird. Like, if he thought turning on the Nazi killing robot and bringing it to, you know, a rally with a bunch of Nazis was a good idea, then that is silly. That is silly, I agree. But, at the same time, I've got absolutely no idea why Robot was locked up. I think it's reasonable enough that the guy wants to collect it. Didn't show any contempt for it, he's gushing over it like a superhero? I mean, it might have been a case of, like, conspiracy theory stuff, and that was why he was generally thinking, oh, okay, this robot was actually on our side, and it's propaganda that it was killing Nazis or something, I don't know. I'm trying to think of examples where that could be the case in real life. I mean, I guess, like, if you were very much into planes and such, you'd still enjoy, say, as an American living around Pearl Harbor, you might really enjoy the idea of, like, a replica or, like, an exact model of, like, a bomber from what would have been used to attack Pearl Harbor, right? I'm using America as an example because I'm assuming it's set in America. Like, I could see that. I could see that. It's not quite the same because the plane didn't autonomously do it. But yeah. It's just reveal of him being a neo-Nazi when you reach the rally.
Just a moment.
Why is that a twist? Does he not have, like, a bunch of stuff up in his house? Like, I feel a lot of the kind of neo-Nazis and such you kind of hear about online are quite open about being a neo-Nazi. Like, they have flags in their house. Like, there's a lot of weird kind of things there I'm not going to question. My assumption is something that is meant to kind of be just kind of not entirely serious. We just want to beat up the Nazis comic book that doesn't transfer well into live action. It's a weirdly done twist, justify why it was in prison. I still think it's really weird that it was sent to prison. Like, why would you not just, like, turn it off? Or, like, send it for scrap metal? It doesn't have the human rights to life, does it? Like, yeah, I could understand if it's fully autonomous and it is capable of independent thought. You could justify trying it as a person under a court of law, right? Also, what's with this weird door? It does open. There's apparently a locked door, which is why I was curious. A recovery ring? Is that passive healing as you walk around? I found a goddess ring before. I'm gonna quickly check that. Yeah, heals the user. That is not very useful for me. But it's still a pretty cool item. I feel sad for when it died in for the episode. We heard like any screen time 31 note. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel a lot of the superhero stuff has kind of overstayed its welcome to a large extent. Like all of the stuff that's worth doing has been done, and they're just kind of getting everything now and oversaturating the market. Like the sheer amount of just superhero films and like sideshows and whatnot. Like same with Star Wars as well. Like just at the moment Disney is going far overboard with the whole we want to have just everything that everyone wants. If that makes sense, anyway. Like, we don't need all of the things they're putting out on Disney Plus. Like, it's silly. I'm not gonna try and pretend it's not silly, because it definitely is. Also, that's a fancy shield, which I presume I can use and not anyone else. I will check. That is not usable by anyone else. Cool. Got a unique shield. Like, there's a lot of content out to look at. And oh, were we not meant to do that? Huh. Gonna try one last time, just in case it was a dodgy angle. No, we're just being launched back up. We'll have to come back here then at some point. Feel we likely came here a little early. If I go into my item bag though, can I Chimera's Wing out of here? If I say I want to go back to here. Nullifies a spell, but it's not a spell. Do I have anything else I could use that might take me out? I don't think so. What have I used with Lara? Does this do anything? Depends on how badly written the story is. Power scaling. Okay, no, that's just summon enemies, didn't summon a boss. That's fine. One villain Cersei would use all powerful magic, followed by one physically strongest teammates. It's been up by Weaselman thing. We have Dr. Phosphorus, a walking nuke, can punch through a man's skull with ease. I can whittle his way through attack, losing a fist fight to normal hurts. What?
Take this.
Wait. So regular guy wins against literal living super weapon. How? You know, I'm in full agreement. This is silly. This just seems like a silly show. Most powerful man on the team, don't think anyone can beat him. But we have Cersei struggle, we have him and only him fight. I mean, I guess, sure. I don't know the characters well enough to really be able to comment a lot on it. But, yeah. It doesn't sound very sensible. I feel baby I'd be judging it a little hastily. I am going entirely based off of second-hand information from you, of course. And we'll be biased to that. I'm not saying I think you're wrong at all. It's just I don't want to just assume like everything you're saying is absolute truth. Because I mean, yeah, you might be misremembering parts. But from what you're saying, it really doesn't sound like the medium of comics transfers as well to the medium which is TV or film or whatever we want to call it. Like, it doesn't work in live action. You don't get the kind of absurd humor. Or maybe you do get some of it. Maybe it is just meant to be completely absurd, and that's the point. But they didn't go for the absurd angle on it. It might not be to do with the medium at all. Might just be that they didn't entirely write it all that way. But it definitely sounds interesting. Like, not interesting in a particularly good way. But it sounds interesting. Let me quickly use a bunch of medicinal herbs. So writing is poor, animation's really good. Okay. That's definitely a positive for it then. I mean, animation can do a lot. It can't do everything. Also, I need to keep going this way. I'm trying to make my way back out. I don't know what this dungeon's about. I'm assuming I'll come back later. Or maybe it was just a case of I went in here to get to the... whatchamacallit, Hero Shield. That might have been all there is in here. What's this character you like? The magic and energy based stuff? Yeah, that's reasonable. Magic's cool. Like, I won't deny magic's a fun thing. Like, when playing games, I often like to go for somewhat magic characters.
Time to heal.
Like, I think my preferred class is some kind of summoner. Summoners are great fun. Doesn't mean that's what I'll always go for. I just think they're a good time, you know? Like, when playing a game, I think it's fun to manage other things that are fighting. Like in MMOs, that often translates to me not being a summoner, but instead being a healer, because I'm managing the party.
Take this.
I enjoy that. Also means I get really good queue times, dungeons and such. It's good fun. I think a lot of people don't like healing just because it's seen as, like, not part of the action. But I enjoy having to pay attention to what's happening so you can avoid enemies. Paying attention to who's dying so you can heal them. Get your positioning right. So you need to, if you're not needing to heal in that moment, get your attacks in. It's fun. It's fun. Favourite stuff as a whole. Magic, specialist, staffs. Kicking, katanas, revolvers. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, halberds, they're definitely cool. I think they're interesting because they're essentially a fancy glaive, is the way I see it. Yeah, they're one of the most effective weapons. I mean, pole arms as a whole, they are incredibly effective with untrained militia, is primarily what they've been used for in the past. Because, like, give someone a sword, it takes training to use a sword, but anyone can, like, stab at something with a spear, right? Halberds, of course, being a step up, because you can kind of swing that around a bit as well. But spears, and other polearms, historically, have just been used as, yeah, easy stuff to use. You may as well. Like,
Just a moment.
that's something anyone can use. People have been farmers, and have been brought on as just militia. Well, they've used pitchforks. They've got other such experience that lends them to being able to use polearms. It's cool. Revolvers, I agree, are pretty cool. I think revolvers, they are outdated as a medium in modern times. But in terms of, like, looking cool and looking powerful, they're fun. They're fun.
Ha!
It's not good, just like load time. In fact, we don't jam as a huge class. Alright. And I'm not much of a buff on the firearms. I don't have really guns much in Scotland. I think people can get guns for hunting and for like airsoft stuff. But yeah, it's a weird kind of way it works. Yeah, halberds, very fun, very fun. Katanas, I think they've been made to appear stronger than they actually are. A katana, as far as my knowledge goes anyway, I'm not going to claim to be an expert. I believe while they are good, they would realistically not stand up test of strength against European broadswords. They're good at slicing, but they have very little durability, like, against the...
It's time.
What would you call it? So you cut something straight down, that's fine. But if you hit the side of the blade, they're very prone to snapping just due to the design. I'll take your word for it. I'm not a sword buff. I don't know. From what I've heard though, they have been made by media to appear stronger than they actually were. If it was made with the same materials, maybe it would be the same. Because hammering it multiple times to fold metal in itself removes impurities. Like, that makes sense. It would make for a stronger weapon. I don't know if design-wise there's much of a difference you'd want to take note of. But, yeah. That's fine. Like, one interesting thing I do know about kind of historical weapons, this is a fact that I really enjoy, is Vikings. They used to have, of course, like swords and axes and all of that they had to forge. And due to their beliefs, they thought, oh, we get bones of animals, put them in with iron, and yeah, we get stronger weapons and imbue it with the spirit of the animal. Like if you put a bear's bones in to make your axe, it'll have the strength of a bear. That kind of thing. Which in itself is pretty cool. What makes it even cooler is the fact it actually did make the weapons stronger. Not because of the reasons they thought, of course. Like, it didn't put the spirit of a bear into your weapon. That'd be silly. What it did do, though, is due to the carbon in the bones, it made a very crude form of steel out of their iron. So, yeah, it did genuinely make their weapons stronger, which is pretty fun. There's also the fact that Vikings did actually try to colonize America. Like, they landed there ages ago, before kind of the European settlers. They weren't particularly successful, as you could probably guess by the fact America isn't populated by Vikings. But yeah, they made their way to America. It's a pretty cool bit of historical trivia. Great Swords actively hates its katana's exaggeration of what it can do. Great Swords let it lie. Need to be giant. I mean, yes. I think Great Swords, if someone was strong enough to use it properly, sure. I think Great Swords, and particularly large weapons of any kind, are always going to be exaggerated in their usefulness. I don't think there's a lot of reason to kind of go with a much bigger weapon unless you're wanting the weight behind it. Because that weight, it does help, but if it makes you slower, is it worth it? Because if you look at kind of torque calculations in modern game, I think weight has a part of it, as well as speed. That calculates your torque. I don't remember the exact equation off the top of my head. But it's an interesting way to do it. It's an interesting way to do it. Like, it's gonna get more torque to it if you have the right balance between weight and speed. You don't want just weight, you don't want just speed. Well, you can make a really flimsy and quick weapon, but that would do much, wouldn't it? Yeah, sorry, I'm rambling about my really not based on any fact, for most part, opinions on weapons. Real life great swords were anti-cavalry, weren't as good. Because it's hot length, but unlike a polearm, you can't control it. Can't break armor. Can't crush anything. Yeah, I think I think weapons, historically, there's a lot of different uses for different things. I believe, yeah, glaives, like you say, they are powerful. Because they essentially are anti-cavalry and anti-infantry at the same time. But, I don't know, it's going to take a lot of skill to train someone to actually cut stuff with a glaive. In fact, it's just a slime. Oh. Closest you can do to break armor for sword is bash with pommel. Yeah. I mean, you can aim for gaps in armor. That's a definite thing you can do. God, that's a big buff. Stats, look at that. Yeah, I think generally blunt weapons were quite good, because I mean, even against people who are unarmored, a blunt weapon's still gonna hurt quite a lot. Like, sure, you won't ever sever anything, but if you break someone's wrist, they're not gonna be able to fight, are they? Like, that's as good as, like, severing a hand or something. I think whips weren't really used in combat ever. They are like shown in media in some games as weapons. I don't think they ever particularly were. Like, you're well trained with whips, sure, but that takes a lot of training. And even then, if someone's like not at a solid distance to you, like, I don't think that's particularly usable close range. I'd argue it's worse than a spear in versatility. I'm trying to think, what would I think do? Move kick against the hole. Kicks a thigh kick, kicks a groin. You want to break your hands with punch. I mean, yeah, your leg muscles are very powerful muscles typically, because I mean, you're walking a lot of the time. They're always muscles that are getting used. Like, that's not a bad opinion to have, honestly. I don't know if it would be effective as a sole weapon on its own. I think it would be good in tandem to other stuff. For example, say you had a just short sword or something. You know, like a squire in medieval times. Like, yeah, you can fight with just a sword, but if you can also kick and, like, knock your opponent off balance, that gives you a really good opportunity to get a good attack in. Like, being able to use your feet is good. Grappling is a better punch. So it can make your kicks easier and prevent someone from hurting you. Maybe? I don't know. Grappling in a fair fight where both are grappling, maybe? If you're able to get up close... also, I will just say, I'm not going up to that because I saw there's a hidden spot in the lower bit, so I'll go by both later anyway. But yeah, if you're in a spot where you can grapple, sure. But I think a lot of times when you're in, like, kind of Renaissance era combat, or maybe before, but maybe medieval, to get that close to try and grapple someone, when they have like a spear, prevents you from getting too close anyway. And if you are even closer, is grappling even all that useful? Because you can't attack you with spear close range regardless. Or they've got like a long or short sword. I think that would be a great sword. I think they're not very useful, like you say. But if you have like a long or short sword, then yeah, they're probably not going to be the easiest to get into grapple with. And even if you do grapple them, you need to be confident in your strength, outmatching theirs. There's then also footing, considering I'd imagine a battlefield would be quite muddy due to all the people running around, the ground being kind of turned over. Like, in a non-competitive scene, I don't know if grappling is very good. I think in, like, if it's like a duel or in the MMA or whatever, sure. Like, go for it. Grappling's is probably pretty good. Like, in there, you don't need to worry about the ground. Your opponent isn't going to have, like, a sword or, like, a knife or anything like that. Yeah, grapple. That makes sense. I just think getting in to do the grapple is more dangerous than it's worth. When your footing's unsure, I wouldn't be confident in it. I wouldn't. I think probably if I had to pick a weapon in kind of like medieval era or whatever, so I got stuck from time traveling or something. I don't know. It's unlikely to happen, but just for the theoretical, say I did. I'd probably say you'd probably want something easy to use. You'd want something that is intimidating to others, right? Unless you're like in a war, intimidating to others is going to be very useful. I think spear in actual warfare. Otherwise, I think a sword is more intimidating, right? Even if you don't quite know how to use it. That looks more intimidating than a spear, because I mean you got the motion of like unsheathing your sword as well, right? Like that's an intimidating kind of thing to do. A knife, yes. I'd say a knife is good. But at the same time, is it as intimidating as a sword? Like, I'm just thinking of kind of medieval times, you know? Like, a comparison for kind of modern times to be, if someone you see has a pistol they've got holstered, or you see someone who has, like, some kind of rifle slung over their back. I'm more afraid of a guy with a rifle, I think. Like, just intimidation-wise. If it came to actually fighting, in close quarters, probably I'd be more worried about a pistol. Just because that's going to be more accurate close range. But then again, I don't think I'd want to fight against someone with a gun. That doesn't sound like a sensible thing to do. I really think these guys are meant to merge into King Slimes, and I'm just really cocking them. They're not allowed to, apparently. I feel kinda bad. Anyway, we have this town we're told to go to. Get there in a second. Get some XP, it's barely any though. I'll do heal all just in case there's combat as soon as we enter town. It is the underworld, I don't know how it works. Tantegal. Or Tantegal? I don't know how you pronounce the town's name. Yeah, I do think day-to-day self-protection in medieval times. Some kind of trudgeon or a knife would be good. Blackjacks, I think, were fairly common. You could kind of fashion them yourselves. That is a blunt weapon. Let's do this. There's a monster and it's not too far away, which means it is inside of somewhere. Anything good here? Silver shield, yes, is good. Okay. Thinking cap. I think yes, we want to buy that. That's just good. Give that to David. Benefit of carrying a knife about him is getting less trouble, legally speaking. Yes, in modern times. I don't know how it would work kind of medieval times. So assuming it's medieval times, it's going to be different rules. If we're speaking just modern kind of era, I mean, probably you don't need to like really carry around a knife for the most part. I don't know whereabouts you'd be that you'd need a knife. I think largely you could say you'll be safe out. Also, here in the UK, it's actually legal to carry around a knife or any kind of sharp presumed weapon without good reason. Like, say you have a screwdriver on you, and you didn't actually have a reason to have it on you. I mean, that is a concealed weapon. You're not allowed to have that. You use steel-toed shoes? I don't know where that would fall, legally speaking, in modern times. Oh, is that Robin Hood?
You're having a laugh, ain't ya? Is it? And I really have gone straight this time. New world, new life. That's what I say. What's that? How come I'm in the clink then? Ah, simple misunderstanding is all. I'm a changed man, honest.
Oh, I love you, Robin Hood.
Here,
He's great.
why don't I prove it by telling you something good? By way of apology for all the hassle I've given you over the years. Here goes. There's a thing called the Sunstone. Proper valuable it is. Well, they only keep it in the dining room of the castle here in Tantagel. Can't help but wonder where the heck all me henchmen wound up, though.
So we want to go find the Sunstone somewhere, got it. I did not mean to speak to him again. If I could look the thing on the table. There we go. MCU Fancy Western you mentioned. These steel-toed footwear? I mean, yeah. It's a reasonable enough weapon. Like, that is going to do a lot of damage to someone, I'd imagine. So are you back here? I see it. These lands, Isles of Secrets, north of the tunnel, south of the cave. North and south? Both, but not both. Cannot be both. North of tunnel, south of the cave. I will try and keep in mind. You know, I do think, like, steel-toed boots, used offensively, would be especially mean for anyone you're fighting. Because at the end of the day, you can kick someone quite hard. And if you're kicking them with something that's solid, even if you aren't kicking hard enough, that is painful. That is painful. Where are you facing away? Sitting in the desert, ancient ruin, chasm foot bottom. I mean, yeah. We've been there, I think. Yeah. That's where we got the hero shield. Cool. Cool. Follow the road here. Gets me to the castle. Yeah, we want to go north. That's fine. There is definitely a monster somewhere, though. You're aware of him. You're aware of him. And it's also backed up from being able to light his legs on fire. Maybe you could... I think kicking as a weapon in and of itself, I don't think you need, but it's alright. Ah, hello! Thank you very much for the raid, Morning Joe. Appreciate it. Hope you're all having a lovely day so far. Hope you all had a great Christmas as well. And a brilliant stream. I'm just talking to Reen here about kind of like fun, not necessarily fantasy weapons, just kind of medieval weapons and stuff. I don't know how we got onto the topic, honestly. Like, I'm just chatting. Like, if any of you want to join in, I have opinions on like what weapon you'd want if you were in kind of medieval times. I'm curious. Because Reen here is thinking like steel-toed boots would be very powerful as a weapon, and I do agree. I do agree. I think that'd be quite dangerous as like a kind of supplement to any kind of weapon you're using. Oh, my Dragon Quest coming along great. It's coming along great. We're only just in the... I don't know. Anyone here, like, not know this area of the game? We are currently on the second map, is what I will say. That doesn't give any spoilers, right? But yeah, it's coming along fine. It's coming along fine. I'm just wandering around this new map, trying to figure out what entirely I'm doing. Because I'll not lie, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm buying 99 strong medicines just because I did come across... And thank you both very much for follow. Yeah, I did come across a dungeon earlier which forbid the use of magic entirely. So I'm just wanting to make sure I've got extra healing. Just to be on the safe side, just to be safe. Yeah, hope you had a lovely stream. Do you mind if I ask what you were streaming? I would want to guess you were also streaming this, like Dragon Quest 3. But it could have honestly been anything. Like, it's fun talking to people who come by. It's always cool. Spencer Rochi. Ooh. I am just slightly ahead of you then. I last stream did him. So I'm like an hour and 40 minutes ahead of you. So do be aware, there might be some slight spoilers. Like, it's not going to be anything major. I don't know if you finished off after talking to the king or right after a boss fight, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But yeah, it's got more. It's got more. I thought that would be the end. It's not. It's not. It's not even like post-game stuff. It's just more stuff. Which is cool. Which is cool. I'm loving this game though. Like, I don't know if you've played many of the other Dragon Quest games. I've played a few of them myself. I've played quite a few of the Dragon Quest Monster ones. Would recommend those if you haven't played them. They're good fun. It's kind of like Pokemon, somewhat, but in my opinion, more fun than Pokemon in some aspects. I think Pokemon's got more unique designs, but I do like Dragon Quest Monster games. They're good fun. And to find out where to go after Japan. If you want some advice, so just tell me what you've done entirely. Also, I am at like an hour 40 ahead of you. I mistook that. I have fought the biggest boss you're aware of. Orochi's right after Japan. Depending on the order, the orbs are a bit of a pain. I can show you where they are. Played 1, 4, and 11. First time playing 3? Cool, cool. My first time playing 3 as well. 11 is brilliant fun. Love the game. One of my favourites. Mainly because of Sylvando. I mean, who doesn't love Sylvando? Am I right? I'm sorry, I did not mean to ignore you, Reen. Rest weapons, Witch's Magic Staff, Shepherd's Pair Revolvers, Dwarf Doctor Magical Bags, Half-Elf Swashbuckler with his Rapier. Okay, it's pretty cool. I think his Digimon's better than Pokemon. I've not seen much Digimon. I've not. Yeah, if you've just done Japan, then you have at least one of the orbs. Orb locations you might want to be aware of, which, I mean, is a bit of a pain to otherwise get. It's 2 that I had to actually Google, because I wasn't entirely sure. There is a spot to the kind of top right of a map, where you can set up a village. There's a guy there, asks you to bring him a merchant. You go back to the main city you start in, get yourself a merchant. Can you just, like, level 1? Just drop one of your party members temporarily. Bring them over there. You need that merchant there, so the village can develop. and you can get one of the orbs. I won't tell you the details. I'll let you figure it out yourself. But that is something you need to do. It's not optional. It could very much be seen as optional from how it kind of portrays itself. Digimon benefits from Digimon being sentient. I mean, Pokemon are also sentient if you look at the anime, though, right? I don't know. Another orb is... Have you come across Fadon yet? It is slightly to the south of where you get your boat. There's a village where it's just kind of destroyed. Go there at night. I won't spoil exactly what you do, but go there at night. And I think that's the only two I struggled with finding. I'll leave you to find the others, unless you are struggling. I'm more than happy to give more help if you need. But yeah. Those are needed to be done. Those are needed to be done. Especially that village one, you want to get that done soon. Because I think it might be a waiting game for the village to develop to the point where you can get an orb. So let's explore more of that. Ah, fair. Trying to think if there's anywhere else you might miss. If you're just on Japan, I am assuming you haven't got the invisibility herb yet. For the top left of the map, that isn't really spoilers. They explicitly tell you, hey, go find this herb. I won't spoil anything, but there's a shop where you can buy it on one of the islands. In that city, you, once you're able to, need to go back there. There's some doors you can unlock. Go up through them, and there's a solo segment you get to do, which is quite fun, and that gets you an orb as well. Again, not going to spoil too much. But just so that you're aware of where that is, because I almost forgot about it.
My guard hath told me much of thy deeds. Forgive me for summoning thee here so suddenly, but there is something I would ask of thee.
I want to get into the city. The one where they're forbidding the peasants to get into the castle limits, yes. You've got the right place in mind. Once you find that herb, you can buy it from a shop. There's a few drops around the place. But you can find it in, I think, a couple chests around the world. So you don't necessarily have to go there. But just remember you go back there at some point, once you have a fancier key.
Perchance thou art familiar with the name Ortega.
Oh, he knows our dad. Lovely.
Thou art indeed his child, after all. Then allow me to officially bid thee welcome to Tantagel. Now, 'twould behove us to begin by explaining how we of Tantagel came to know thy father. Hard to fathom though it may be, Ortega once resided within these very walls.
But you might want to mute this, actually, if you don't want spoilers about the dad. Because there's some stuff... I'll be honest, it doesn't really matter. You kind of get told right from the start a lot of the stuff about your dad, but... possibly, if you care about the story about your dad, it's like one of the few stories your character personally gets. Like, if you want to just mute it, I can put a message in chat afterwards. I don't know how it would work. I think I've given sufficient time for anyone to run away if they wanted to.
It must have been, what, a decade or so ago. 'Twas a day like any other when an injured warrior was carried into the castle.
I also need to find the Merchant River Orb. Find the place. That might be the place I'm talking about. To the top right of the map. They want you to develop a village. I think that might be what you're on about. If so, you literally just need to hire someone of the merchant class. Bring them in your party to him. That's all you do. It's not like you need to find an NPC somewhere. Fair enough, Reen. Fair enough, Reen. I've appreciated the company. You have a lovely day, evening. Not entirely sure where you're from, but I hope you have a lovely time wherever you go and whatever you're up to. Again, lovely to have you back. And I should continue
His
this.
wounds were most severe, but he was yet to breathe his last. Alas, his own name excluded. His memories had taken their leave of him entirely.
Ah, cool, cool. Glad you were along the right lines. Definitely try and do that sooner rather than later. That is the
I elected
only
to let
advice
him
I will
stay with
give.
us whilst he recovered. Ortega even served me for a time.
I don't know what the progression for it is tied to. It might be progression is tied to days in game passing, amount of orbs you get, just some arbitrary factor between all of that. I don't know. But you want to get it done sooner rather than later, I think. And do you want very slight spoilers of that part of the story? It's not important spoilers. It's just something you could be aware of that should make it quite fun. Just so you can have some ideas going in your head before your next stream. Because it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing. I could spoil slightly. I think it might be more fun knowing, which is why I'm offering.
Though he remembered naught of his old
Enjoying
life,
it?
he was a gentleman,
The
most
best
jovial,
DQ so far.
and well liked
DQ4 is your
by
favourite?
all in the
Fair enough.
castle.
I mean, DQ4's it's a favourite for a reason. It's a good game. You don't mind? Brilliant, brilliant. So, the merchant you bring, you'll get to name them, of course, when you create them. If you want, anyway. Whatever you name that merchant, the village will have their name in it. And it'll be whatever their name is, followed by Burg. For example, if you named them John, it would be Johnburg. I don't know if you want to do anything with that information to make a funny name, or make a cool sounding one. But you do get to somewhat name the village. So keep that in mind. For us, we had someone come by, wanted the merchant to be called Orphan. So we have Orphanburg. Which is not what I expected. But yeah.
All
you
too
could
suddenly,
you could
one
name it
day
whatever you
he
like.
simply vanished. Nary a soul knew whither he had gone.
Surely thou findest thyself here today in search of thy father. By all means ask those within the castle anything thou wishest. I am certain thou shalt be reunited with him ere long, but know patience. Should tragedy befall thee in thy haste, Ortega too would suffer.
Actually, one thing I do want to quickly ask. Not important at all, but at the start of the game, you get the choice of appearance A or B, right? Did you understand when making that choice that one was a male and one was a female? In terms of pronouns? Because I didn't. I chose appearance B because I thought it looked slightly better. So I've just been a woman this whole game. Nothing wrong with that. It means I can wear a garter belt. And I mean, who's not winning when that's the case, right? You know, you're more than welcome for tips. If there's anything else you want to know about, do feel free to ask. I don't want to spoil anything too much. But it's up to you. Like, if you want to know where there's maybe anything important, you can. You thought it might have been male and female? I mean, it would have been sensible to imagine that, yeah. I don't know why I didn't. Some part of me was just like, oh yeah, appearance A and B. Fair enough. No, in any way, part of me thought, oh, that is of course male and female. No, I didn't. I didn't put two and two together somehow. And I really don't know how. Like, I'm amazed I didn't. What have we got here? We've got possibly something up the back. Some of the A/B options do look similar. Yeah, I do like how between all of them the faces remain the same. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. So I really come up here just to talk to some priest who's like, oh, cool. Appreciate you going to murder the Lord of the Underworld. Good on you. Okay, I kind of expected like a mini medal in a barrel or something. But okay. You know, between all the vocations, faces remain the same. So you get to keep your face between all of them, which is nice. Didn't know that was the case. I didn't notice until I got my two people in the rear there changed into being sages. One thing I will actually say, which I didn't learn through playing myself, so I think it's fine to share. I wouldn't deem it to be spoilers at all. So you know how you've got the Gadabout class, which is kind of described as being kinda useless. Apparently if you get that to level 20 and go to change your job at the All Trades Abbey, you get the option to become a sage without needing one of the like limited items. That's something you might want to be aware of. It's possible a little late into the game for you to consider it, but it is something you could consider, and someone's looted this before me. How dare they? I found Hammer Transcendence in your stream. There's a couple of needs, except no clue. So, bunch of teleporters. You need to go up the tower, and then you need to look at the floors below and jump off at the right segments. That's what you need to do. Basically in there, do you want me to tell you what the item is? I could. It's not hugely important. It's not in any way something you need to complete the game. It's something good to have, however. It's something probably worth getting. Sure, it is a Words of Wisdom scroll, which I would imagine means very little to you right now. But it will, once you want to change classes, let you change class with someone to the Sage vocation, which otherwise needs the Gadabout level 20 thing. So it's pretty good to have. It's a single-use item. I have got 2 of them throughout the game. There's another one hidden away somewhere you won't get for a while. I won't tell you how. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. Yeah, there is 2 of those scrolls, as far as I've found in the ground. There might be more. It's worth having. Sage class, if you're not aware of what it is basically a mix of the priest and the mage. And they can also use swords, which I think is a bit of an odd one, but sure, maybe mages can use swords. So I guess you could make your guy be like a spell sword. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty fun. You just need to try and do a little bit of puzzle solving between the various levels. Because anywhere where there is a little white outline on the edge of something is somewhere we can drop down. You're shocked you equip your mage with a sword. I've not had a mage. That's actually really surprising. I didn't think that would be a thing. Like, I guess it makes sense. I really didn't expect that. Alright, fair enough. Oh, there's also one thing which I discovered, which is not in any way important, but could be cool to consider. Is later on, you will get an item that'll let you transform yourself. I'm not entirely say where you get it or anything, but there is an item, and it lets you change into a monster or whatever, and there's a single shop in the game which does not want to sell to humans. You may have encountered this shop, you may not have. It's quite early into the game. If you've not, I mean, I could tell you. But if you use that item and go to that shop, you can buy from that shop. I'll not lie, the items there aren't, like, outstanding, but they've got some interesting stuff. They have some very interesting stuff, in fact. So, could be worth having a look. Don't think you've found it? You've probably come across the place where it is, I would imagine, considering where you are at it in the game. I could just tell you, because it might have been a case of you've simply missed it. Some stone, no such treasure. The dream of such thing. Okay. So I'll come back later then, I guess. Sure. You probably did. Okay, cool. The shop is the Elven Village. We have an item shop. We don't want to sell to humans, because elves don't like humans, because, I mean, understandable, honestly. I don't think I blame them. Travel to here, though. There we go. And let's get back into votes. So, we've been to there. I'll not lie, didn't help much. Where does it actually want me to go? Just to Zoma's Citadel is all the information I get. I do like that it doesn't actually tell you everything. Well, I wonder, can I... I can go back up. Cool. In which case, where was I wanting to point out earlier? But I won't point out anything too much. Just because it's not very fun if I just spoil stuff for you. All I'll say is there's if I find it up here. It's not in any way important, but there's a cool little conversation you can have up there. It's worth having a visit. I won't tell you what entirely it is, but it's worth having a little look in. I really want to go into that, what looks like a volcano. I'm going to fast travel over here and hope the boat gets transported to a better position. So let's go there? Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, it's not anything I think you need to rush to do. It doesn't really benefit you at all from going there. But it is good fun to go there. And okay, I guess I can't get my boat into the central part. That's a shame. Ah, well, I was kind of hoping I could go up that big mountain. But the boat needs to go all the way around. Oh yeah, you're more than welcome for tips. I hope I haven't, like, shared too much. So I don't want to kind of spoil things for you, of course. I know some people don't like backseating. Personally, I quite like just talking to people about stuff. If there's cool stuff about games, I quite like hearing it. Like, I'm very much up for backseating if people think I'm going to miss something which is otherwise cool, you know? So yeah, I'm glad you think the same. If I ever do seem like I'm oversharing, just tell me to shut up, it's fine. It's all good, it's all good. It's been lovely to have a chat about it though. Like, and I do like talking about games I'm playing. Like, I was talking to Reen earlier. I don't think he's played this, I'm not sure. But largely he's been talking about another JRPG he likes, which... I mean, from what he says, it sounds like complete madness. But it's cool seeing him talk about stuff he likes. But I do enjoy talking about games I'm playing as well. It's fun. It's fun. I hope I'm not, like, holding you off from doing stuff you need to be doing, by the way. Because I know you ended your stream and kind of raided. So I hope I'm not kind of keeping you hostage by talking to you. You're allowed to leave if you need to, don't worry. You know, I'm glad you're liking the game. I'm glad you're liking it. It's a lovely game. I'm loving the art, and I think the kind of pixel art as well. Like, it's really nice having all the little animations to it. I have to go soon. Ah, fair, fair. It is nice talking to people to get games. It is. If you ever want to like chat on Discord as well, like, feel free to add me. Like, I'm always down to have a chat. If you ever do want to add me on Discord, by the way, I mean, I've got, of course, got the server if you want to join there, or you could just, like, DM me. Like, my name on Discord is the same as it is on here. No one ever uses the username. It's really nice. It's not a particularly good username, I will admit. But it's always available. It's good. You know, always down to have a chat, always down to. It's been nice talking about the game. It has been. It's been a while since someone's came by who I could actually talk to about this game. It's a fun game. Like, the art, like I say, is lovely. You think so as well. I really hope we get more kind of remasters of the Dragon Quest games. Like, I always thought Dragon Quest was this weird kind of game which falls into a niche of it's a popular game, but no one ever actually like plays it. Like, I never come across people who've played Dragon Quest often. So it's lovely to chat to people. Anyway, yes, it's been lovely chatting with you. Hope you have a great evening, or whatever time of day it is for you. Not sure where you're from, I'm assuming evening? But yeah, hope you have a great time, whatever it is you get up to. I hope you have a brilliant weekend as well. I'll hopefully see you about. I'll try follow you back, like, if I remember once the stream's done. Because that'd be nice to drop by as well. Have a chat to you in your own stream, you know? Ah, it's morning in the States. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I hope you have a lovely day. Hope you have a lovely day. Over here in Scotland, it's quite late. It's like 6 o'clock currently. And rather dark outside. Yeah, stop letting me keep you here. You've got stuff to go and do. I don't want to hold you hostage. As fun as it is talking, like, go do what you need to get done, my guy. Yeah, see you about, hopefully. Oh, and David's leveled up. Hooray. We get a nice level 31 for the... who used to be a merchant. He's no longer a merchant. We've learnt Fade. Wait a second. He's got a lot of spells left to learn. He's got a hell of a lot of spells left to learn. This makes us invisible? Cool. I'm assuming that just avoids fights. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy with it. That's pretty good. Make my way down south. Got a few different stairs to go down here, so I'm not sure where we're aiming. We're aiming for this room, so that's good. That means I'm happy to be here. We get... Power Ring's not great, but we've got it. Oh no. Oh, we're back again. It's that damned ghost. We're arguably less worse now, because the sages do seem to be immune to instant death. But this could just kill Tuna, yeah. Poor Tuna. Thankfully, David brings him back with the staff. That's nice. I don't know if that staff's affected by wisdom. It looks like the chances are affected by wisdom, so it's going really well. Okay, we're managing here, we're managing. I'm a little worried about the fact Tuna was just instant killed. But he's fine. He's fine. The majority of our team actually is completely safe to instant kills, which is not something I'd planned for. But it is something that is very nice to have as a feature. Because those instant kills are vicious. Occasionally. Hey, Tuna. Good to see you. Ooh. Oh, I found the goddess ring. Tuna, how much do you care about your speed? Because I'm able to dual wield goddess rings. No, I'm gonna give it to Jack. Never mind, I shouldn't give it to Jack. I'll give it to you. No, because you got scholar specs. You know what? Screw it. Today you're getting it. There you go. How's your Christmas, by the way, today? Hope you had a lovely time. Whatever it is you got up to. Whether it was with family, on your own. With strangers would be a bit of an odd one, but you could have. I don't know. Christmas Day party's a thing? Might be. Yeah, hope you had a lovely Christmas. Hope you did. Currently, just in the underworld, which is presumably where the dead come to, but I don't actually know. Went quite well. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it, Tuna. I had a great Christmas. Been doing like Mario Party and such with my family recently, so that's been fun. That's been fun. The best thing about Mario Party is they've got a mode which makes it slightly less BS. So that's nice. That's nice to have. Don't flak Tuna. Okay, they didn't. That's fine. I'm honestly not sure what to expect in this game at this point. Because I didn't think that we'd be going to an entirely new map. For, like, what I thought was going to be the end of the game. Like, there's a lot more left to do in this. But I feel like I've about hit the maximum of my abilities in game. So I think it's just a case of there's some dungeons to do. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this is fine. We're managing. Weirdly, the mild roar heal on David hasn't triggered twice the last 2 times. Normally it would. Normally it would. Okay, where do I want to go? I quickly poke my head down here, see if this is where I want to go. It is not, but it is where we get you. Hello, my friend. I believe we had one of these guys already, did we not? In which case this is a buff, and presumably quite a good buff. Yeah, there we go. Armstrong has been improved. With... it's alright. It's not a particularly great buff to his stats. Like, weirdly, and I did predict this a while back, but the slime is one who's becoming most powerful. Although I still need to find another place to do the monster arena fights. So I'm not entirely sure where that is. I'll also say to that, as you can see by the kind of donations below me, we're close to making me stream a dating sim, which should be interesting. I don't know if that's something that'd interest you, but we're close to having me do that. I'll not lie, I don't think I want to play a dating sim. But, I mean, I put it on there, so it might happen. We do have a cooking stream I'll need to do at some point. I don't really have much in the way of plans for that. I might make brownies. Brownies are nice. I did that a while ago. And they turned out really well. Like some of the best brownies I have had. So I could make them again. This last few cooking streams have all just been me making hedgehog cakes. Which, while fun, like it's got to get a bit boring after time. You know? Like, it's been a long while that I've been doing it for. Also, this can only hit you, Tuna, if they do the instant death spell. So, I'm mostly fine. I'm mostly fine. Which is nice. Okay, ghost guys are gone. We are fine. Tuna did not die. Which, hooray, I guess. I don't know. We just resurrect you if you did, so that's honestly not that bad. I'm assuming we want to get to that room on the far left. That looks like it has a little podium. So we'll go there last. Which means the path I want to take is go straight at this junction, and then head down. I don't know if there's going to be anything good here. There might be. There easily could not be, but there might be. I don't know. Flak might get you, Tuna. It did get you. Ah, that's a shame. Well, I'm sure he'll get brought back before the end of the fight, right? Or not. You appreciate a jolt of electricity each time? Well, when you're brought back from the dead. I mean, fair. I'm not the one doing it though. It's typically Jack, honestly, at this point is doing it. Because he's got a lot of MP nowadays. And you can also guarantee you get resurrected. And resurrects you to full health. It's a good spell. It's a good spell, and I don't have access to it. Mini medal? Yeah, it's probably worth getting. Probably worth getting. And I'll have you know, Tuna, that, yeah, it's probably the closest thing you get to sparks flying between us. Even if it is Jack doing it, yeah. I won't lie though, Tuna, you're dropping off in power nowadays a little. Like, you're doing well, but, I don't know, you're not quite packing the same punch you used to. Maybe that we've not really fought a proper boss in a while. But I don't think I want to change you from being the Beast Strangler into anything else.
Okay.
It arguably would have been better starting you as another class and moving you to be a Beast Strangler, just so you carried over some stats. But it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so we've got a couple of rooms over here to our left, with possibly a chest in each.
Ready now.
I'm not entirely confident, but we might get a chest in each. Yeah, we murdered that guy because they attacked us, which is nice. Enemy are defeated. Sorry for yawning. It's all tired, is all. Get a demon spear. That is probably not something we can use, actually. Can we? We can. It's pretty powerful. I'm gonna give that to David. Give you Orochi's sword. There we go. That should be good. So I don't want her using the staff because it uses up your MP. She's dedicated heal. So we don't want that.
Ready now.
Again, this might be the end of you, Tuna. We do have instant death spells. It's not guaranteed. We're certainly trying, and wait, David can be hit by it? The Orochi's sword made him immune. It might have been. Because nothing else has changed. In which case we definitely want that on Jack. 'Cause Jack's the person who resurrects people. Equipment, Jack. No, that's not what it does. I don't know. Maybe I just got incredibly lucky before. With, like, Jack not... Or sorry, not Jack, David not ever getting hit by it up until now. That's weird. I feel like I had a piece of equipment that was doing it. I thought I did. Ah, well. I'm not going to question it. That's fine. That's fine. Down here there's nothing. Just leaves us this last room to go to. We're more than able to beat these guys. I honestly think we're either over-leveled or over-equipped for this. And I think that's solely because we changed over David and Jack to new classes. They're just not able to let us die. Which is good. Like, having the two healers is why I decided to do it. For myself and Tuna, like, we're enough. We can deal damage. We just need them to do support, and they are doing a bang up job at it. Alright. I think one more fight, then possibly a boss?
It's time.
I don't know what's down here. We weren't actually told by anyone to come into this area. But, I mean, presumably, that's good. Right. We found the hero's shield up to the cave in the north. That was good. I liked that. It's also a really good spot to grind up XP. And okay, we do have 2 chests. That's all we've got, though. Sword of Ruin. It looks to have an axe head on the end. Sort of hate mail. I mean, I can sometimes become paralyzed. No, you can't use it. I'm gonna keep with spiked armor. I think I'm fine with that. Whereas we got a fancy sword. Can I not use that? I can. It's a lot of attack, but I become cursed. I don't think this was a worthwhile reward to the dungeon. This makes you really good at critting, but comes with a curse, and those curses aren't, I mean, typically very debilitating. They just do not let you really do anything. Alright, we're gonna keep heading to the south by the looks of things. We've got a few ways we could potentially go. I think head south to Vatex, then head further south and then up round there to that one. Seems like a good idea. We're still exploring the map as we do it, so I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. What out of curiosity, I will do Holy Protection. Okay, no. We still get regular fights. Even with these being honestly somewhat easy at this point. Yeah. I figured out why David's not getting to dual cast spells now. That's because I changed his hat, didn't I? I might give the hat to Jack. I might give the hat to Jack. Equipment, Jack, thinking cap. We want the duplicate hat. There we go. With them having that, I do actually want to take from their inventory. We do not want you having the... Where is it? Ah, we don't want you having the Orochi's sword, is what we want. Guess you go back over to Semantic Staff. Alright, fair enough. We want to get it out of the inventory so we actually cast spells. Let's put it back in the equipment bag. There we go. That's fine. I've got a secret spot here. That I've got stuck in a rock, but secret spot. That's nice. We might have a monster. No monsters, okay. We do have a couple chests. A dragon robe? Sounds quite good. And there was another chest. There we go. A single dragon skill. That's less exciting. Anything on this side? Not that I'm seeing. Not anything hidden either. Alright. That's that hidden spot, I guess. Dragon robe is... Yes, good. Oh, but Angel Robe protects from the fatal hits. Indeed. I think, simply because she has Kazing. Spells on David. Do we have... No, we don't have any resurrections on David. I think we keep the Angel Robe on. Which, actually thinking about it, I ought to just change over best instead, right? Yeah. There we go. That's sensible. And single Infernal Serpent. This isn't that bad. Yeah, getting the spells doubled. That is very nice. I think that's entirely worth sacrificing some defense for. I'm a little worried. Because, I mean, that's now the hat and the robe being sacrificed slightly. So I'm not sure if that's a good way to go about it. Also, is there anything in this area? What's this? It's the magic and stamina. It's somewhat alright. I don't know. I'm not convinced. We're getting healed extra is nice. What levels? I think we're about level 40 on average. I do have both Jack and David have been changed over slightly. From, I think, Priest for Jack to being Sage, and Merchant for David to being a Sage. So they're a little behind, which brings down the average. Our main protagonist, though, level 40 exactly. Same with Tuna. So I think we're doing pretty solid. I don't think I'm overpowered. I'm definitely tempted to turn up the difficulty, though. Grinding on Slime Island.
Okay.
Slime Island? Where's Slime Island? Like, there's a place slightly to the south of where you get a boat, where I came across a lot of metal slimes. Maybe that's Slime Island? Could be. I'm not actually sure what you're referring to. I'm assuming there's a good spot somewhere east of Galen's house. I will keep that in mind, because I don't think I've come across that yet. Galen's house. I mean, second island in here, I would imagine, right? In the underworld, where I currently am? I'll need to keep that in mind. Because if I come across that, I really want to be able to find Slime Island. That sounds like fun if I ever need to, like, grind up XP. So I know there's the cat up at the, like, dragon person. Said, oh, there's some spots in this world where you can't get to on foot. But, really good for getting XP or something. I'm paraphrasing. But yeah. I'm assuming that would be the spot that was being referred to, or one of the spots that was being referred to. That'd be interesting. Galen's house is north. Really? How the hell did I miss that? Is that the place where you come in? It might be, actually. That would make sense. If so. I could maybe go there. I don't know if I need the XP right now. I think I'm doing fine. I think I'm doing fine. God, I'm loving this hat so much. Like, doubly reducing their defense. That is lovely. I do need to get a new boomerang though. I've been running with one I've got now for quite a while. It's only holding strong because I've kept pumping, like, strength seeds into myself. Yeah, Galen's house. Oh yeah, that's Galen's house. Alright. Because I want to go to one of those islands up there. Can do. That is definitely something I'll contemplate doing. I'll go up there eventually anyway. Unless I'm particularly needing the XP, I might hold off for now. Every so often you get a whole horde. That is nice. That is nice. I mean, I've not actually beaten a liquid metal slime yet, just because they're too antsy to run away. But I think the most I found is 3 in one go so far. But majority of the time they all get away before I can kill them. If it's an entire horde, my chances vastly improve of some of them sticking around to die, right? That's very tempting. That is very tempting. If I felt I was struggling at all, yes, I would. But I think for now I'm fine. I don't want to be overpowered if I can avoid it. But yeah, we're really not doing much against our protagonist. Killed 3 at most in the battle. Oh, that is a lot. I mean, I'm assuming it's similar to other Dragon Quest games. We get like 12, maybe 16,000 XP from killing them. I don't know if that's the case. I'm wanting to wager it's lower than that. Like, I'd wager maybe killing 1 gets you 3,000 XP. Maybe 4,000. But I'm really hoping it's 12k-ish. Oh. So my guess from, like, previous games was correct. Oh, I say previous games. Previous games that I've played from Dragon Quest franchise. That's good to know. Because that is a significant amount of XP for grinding, yeah. I'm wondering, do I want to go over there and just try and beat some up quickly? So I do want Jack and David to kind of catch up in level. But due to having changed their jobs, they are doing fine. Are all of us asleep? I think we are. Okay, Jack woke up. That's good. That's good. Tuna's dead. That's less good. David wakes up. That is good. I haven't woken up. Okay, but Jack's fine. Multi-heal gets casted twice. Brilliant. Love that hat so much. That's good. You're being wrecked by the squids. I've not been in a boat much, so I haven't actually encountered the squids yet, but that's got me a little worried. Hopefully it's alright. God, these guys are a pain to fight. They don't even give much XP. This is horrible. Like instant death and being able to put us to sleep and doing multiple actions in one turn. These guys are atrocious. I didn't think they'd be this bad. Just a vial in this dungeon, it's like a pyramid. I think I've been in there, the one which blocks your magic, right? Because I've been down there. I can't help but feel there's a bit more to it, but I got to the bottom and got a shield. You're not able to jump into the hole, though. I don't know if there's a way to be able to jump into that hole. I'm kind of hoping there is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It also feels like the hero shield might just be what you get. It would make sense. It would. But yeah, there's possibly more to it. So I'm kind of holding out hope. I'm holding out hope. I'll return to it at some point, I think. That's your first playthrough. Ooh, fair enough then. Fair enough. I mean, I know very little about the game, so I've been having fun, but I've got no idea for the most part what's going on. It's a lovely time though. I'm really enjoying it. How far through are you then? Are you kind of similar to me, only just got into the underworld? I'm assuming if you know of the island, like, you've definitely covered some of this northern area like I did first. Unless, are you just going around in the boat? Just before you go exploring the land? We've had a couple of times. I mean, yeah. It's not exactly the easiest game at parts. But it's fun, it's fun. I enjoy it. I like the somewhat challenging bits. I don't so much like the enemies like this who are just, like, simply frustrating. Like with instant kill abilities and able to make you go to sleep. You know what I mean? Got this underworld a few days ago. Okay. Okay. So you won't be much further ahead with me, because I got here at the start of the stream today. It's like maybe 2 hours ago, because I still had to go to the dragon sage person. Whatever they are.
Ready now.
I'm assuming that if you've been grinding up XP, I'm going to take a guess you're maybe like level 50? I'd say is maybe like upper limits of where you'd be if you've been grinding XP. Out of curiosity, are you playing on like the normal mode, or are you playing on the like more difficult mode? So I'm just playing on the normal mode. I typically when playing like RPGs and stuff, like playing on the intended difficulty. But with how these fights are going, I'm really quite tempted to turn up the difficulty. Problem is, if it only made the enemies more difficult, I'd be willing to do it. But it's the fact it also lowers your XP gain, it's just going to make the game grindy, I feel. I'm curious what you're playing on. Remains 40, okay, okay. Similar to me then. I did grind up a few levels once I had the first person changed over to Sage. Because, I mean, I wanted them to get some XP, and we're waiting for the village to finish off its stuff, and kind of top right. Because we needed to get the last orb, and I googled it and it was up there, and I thought I had to wait for stuff, but apparently I didn't. I just grinded because I thought I had to wait, and I wasted some time doing that. But it was worth it. It was worth it. Oh yeah. Like, at the end of the day, so long as you're not overpowered, that's all good. If you're underpowered, it's a bit tricky, but you can manage. But if you're overpowered, it gets kind of boring. Like, I don't understand why there's so many just weak enemies in this game. It's really bizarre. For this area, there's, like, that fight just there got me 200 XP. And I don't understand. It's just a weird mix of enemies here. I will ask, by the way, did you find the hat, which I've given my kind of healer support guy? Because if you haven't, it lets you double cast your spells at, I believe, no extra mana cost. Or MP cost, sorry. It's a really good hat. I can tell you where it is if you've missed it. It's the Dupla something hat. Duplic hats, there you go. If you want me to tell you where it is, I can quite easily get you the location on the map. It is 100% worth getting. This is a monster. You haven't gotten it yet? Okay. Do you want me to tell you? Because it is such a good item. Like, double casting spells. You double cast Oomph, you get double your damage pretty much, rather than a 50% increase. Double cast Sap, really lowers enemies' defense. You can double cast offensive spells, heals, all sorts. I'll wait until you confirm if you want me to show you. So I don't want to spoil it if you want to try and find it yourself. It is, I will tell you, in the overworld. It's not in the underworld. I got it prior to the, I want to say, final boss fight up there. There might be another boss fight up there at some point. I don't know. But what I think was the final boss fight up there against the evil Baron guy. Oh yeah, no spoilers, don't worry. It's not really going to spoil much. It's somewhere in the overworld though. I will tell you that much. It's not like in a chest or anything either. So just keep your eyes peeled for some of the spots, which are maybe a little harder to get to. I won't outright reveal anything though. Don't you worry. I mean, that hopefully isn't too much spoilers. I wouldn't consider that personally to be much spoilers. It's a slight heads up for something you might want to look for. It could literally be anywhere in the world, but I'm not telling you where. What have we got here? Is this just stables? I think so. These horses don't talk? No, but we do have this. Got a lump of... Isn't that a really rare metal? Wait, that's a really rare metal, isn't it? That the dwarf mentioned. Wait. Wait a second. Wait. Wait. What? I didn't expect to be in the middle of a field of a horse. Or multiple horses. Okay, cool. That is interesting. I don't know what to do with that. That's an important item. What on earth? Why was it in the field of the horses? I'm not the only one who thinks that's weird, right? No, secret flute is buried south of the bath in coal. It's buried. Do I finally get used to the dig ability? Where is coal as well? I don't know. I mean, this isn't coal. Okay. Let's keep an eye out for a place named Col, or Cole, or whatever you pronounce it as. I want to go south of the bath? Speaking of, I've not actually used my dig ability down here before, have I? Cool, nothing. That's good to know. I don't know, I expected there to be something. I had hope. Alright. We are closed for now. Occupied with naming your new... or your next born. Okay. We've got a child. That's nice for them. How are you doing, woman? Lo, a child is born unto me. But he who hath begat this child is yet troubled in the matter of its naming. Such indecision benefiteth him not. God, I'm not bothered to talk about this. We get a dummy. I feel we shouldn't be stealing that. What does this do? It's been put into the equipment bag. I feel like a spoilt brat in no time. What? Is giving a dummy to your kids, like, is that spoiling them? I wouldn't have thought so. Also, yeah, you are just closed. Good to know. Is it worth buying anything here? If there's another weapon shop that might well open up soon. I mean, there's bandit mail. But that looks really nice. And, oh, lizard blades are really expensive. I guess yes, but I found 3 of them altogether, so I'm fine. I will buy this, however, for Tuna. Tuna, you do need to survive, my guy. There you go. That'll be enough for now. So we've lost our merchant. I need to keep in mind money is not as plentiful as before. That being said, I'm still going to spend it somewhat frivolously. You will sell me a book to become a daredevil. That's an interesting one. Not seen that before in one of these shops. Not something I think I need, but I mean, definitely nice. I won't say no. One thing I will say though is What? What vision stirs before me? Dragon near this town? No wait, a true dragon it is not. So am I not meant to be in this town right now? I don't know why this place is marked on the map with a cross. I guess I found the Orichalcum. But that doesn't seem hugely important. Unless I meant to just ask around for my dad? Who'd know? Probably a person in the inn? Who'd know? I've not been into the inn, have I? Hello. No, you just let me sleep. I mean, I might as well. There is no day-night cycle here. So, I guess we just sleep. I didn't mean to say I wanted to sleep again. No, go away. Alright, up here. We do have a few things to loot. No information on our dad, though. He's down here somewhere. Just not a clue. Where? Okay, rabbit ears. It's alright. Not particularly great. Ah, named. This is important. I'm Lena, who once danced the most successfully in town of Asham. But a customer, driven wild of love for me that I did not return, hounded me until I had no choice but to leave. I wonder if the proprietor of the establishment where I once danced as well. Should you ever meet him, please, you must let him know that I'm safe. Go to Asham. Okay, can do. Is she safe though if she's down in the underworld? Like, I kind of assumed if you were down here it meant you were dead, right? Yeah, she is named, so I am going to actually go and do that. There we go. So we need to look for the owner of somewhere that does dancing. I would assume down here. You the owner? Pleasant apologies, but the theatre is not opening until evening, friend. Please, you must not make a nuisance of yourself. Leave the ladies for practice. Okay. That doesn't seem to let me do anything. He's telling me to come back in the evening. Where's the inn? And it's down here. In fact, if I want to make it night, I can just use the nightlight. Not much point. It's daytime. Do I need to be outside the village? I might need to be outside. I will be back in a moment, villagers. Don't question the time of day at all, please. I promise I am a good person. This is what doing good things looks like. Yeah, there we go. What a weird item. Yes, go down here. We want to talk to the manager. Or proprietress, I guess? I don't know. Talking in here, you're not important, you're not named. You are. A business with me, friend? Hmm? So you've met with Lena, who once danced here with us? Praise be to the highest. We've all been so worried about her. Where is she? You must tell me. But no, she's her own person. She must be allowed to return only when she wishes. Simply glad to know that she is safe and well. Must be rewarded for bringing us such very good news. Here, friend, for you. A magic bikini. Why, thank you, Mr. Manager. I once harboured ambitions of establishing a theatre in the lands of the East. It all seems like a distant dream to me now. I mean, is it usable? It's alright. It's honestly not great. Can I use it? I can. It's worse than my current armor. You know what? It's nice to have that as a little quest. It was not in any way important, but it was nice to have. It was nice to have. I'm gonna quickly go to the dwarf as well while we're out traveling. I'll go back to the underworld. But I did find Orichalcum. Never mind, you don't care. Ah well, it's a bit of a shame. Kinda thought you might. But we found an incredibly rare ore. We've been told there is a dragon nearby. By this witch. Dragon nearest town. True dragon it is not. I'm assuming we're supposed to be listening to all of them in each town. There was someone there mentioned... was it north of the tunnel? But south of the cave. Or something of that nature. But here, we're looking for a... false dragon. Is that like a random fight? I doubt it's a random fight. Ah, well. We'll just murder some of these guys, I guess, for now. They're not very dragony. Oh, there goes David. That's a shame. Tuna is asleep, but none of the rest of us are, so we should be fine. Sweet breath. Jack is asleep isn't good. David is asleep. Like, it's just me who's awake, but that should be fine. There we go, I guess. Out of curiosity, sorry. If you're still around, Ethnic Rich, what kind of weapon are you using on your protagonist? Because I'm feeling a boomerang's a good one, but I'm not sold on it. So I'm curious if you have any opinions on the matter. Because the boomerang's just really nice for getting rid of groups of enemies. And having buffed my strength, it's doing a good enough job. I don't know. Right now you have Blizzard Blade. Okay. Okay. So you're not using a boomerang. Blizzard Blade is nice. I mean, you can use it as an item as well. I think of the items I could equip, it's probably Blizzard Blade's the best one, right? Yeah. Blizzard Blade's really powerful. I've got 3 of them. I've got very lucky finding them. I could be tempted. I'm not entirely sold though. Just because I like having the group damage.
Here I go.
I don't know. I mean, assuming the Blizzard Blade's just doing good, as reasonable. It's a lot of damage. Like it's around 170. What's mine? Because I've been funneling a bunch of seeds into myself. My luck is 199. What's your strength? Because I've been putting a lot of strength seeds into myself, and I should not be at 255 right now. Because the next highest is 160. Like, I don't think I should have 255 strength. It's going well. But I don't know, 227? You know what? Maybe I'm not as ridiculously high strength as I thought I was. That's good. Because I was worried I'd put too many seeds into myself. There is a monster nearby. There we are. Just a Chimera. Mage is 161 strength. Your Sage. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think mine was 160, so we seem to be about equal in that regard. Sages are good fun though, aren't they? I do enjoy them. Like, they're not like an all-powerful class, but they're definitely a tough one. And with the amount of abilities it gets, but yeah, that's really nice. Although the Sage doesn't really do much physical attacks, do they?
Brace yourself.
They hate the statues. Yeah, the statues are mean. They do a lot of damage. And they're also quite durable. However, Boomerang seems to be doing a good job. Like, I don't know. Boomerang just seems really powerful. Like, when you have the strength to back it up, it just decimates people. Your crit's been over 260. I'm not sure what mine have been. But I am getting oomph and such, so I don't think it'd be very accurate in comparison. I really do think you should go find that hat, though. I mean, you don't want spoilers, so I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but it is somewhere in the overworld. It's so powerful, being able to just double cast spells. Like if I gave it to myself, the protagonist guy, I'd be able to double cast Sizz. It's the Duplic hat. D-U-P-L-I-C hat. Short for, I'm assuming, duplicate. I don't know if it's like a Latin prefix or something. Could be.
Ready now.
But it's incredibly powerful. Actually, I'm curious. Because it comes from an overworld kind of sparkly location drop. Theoretically, I might be able to get a second copy. Yeah, but you put Thinking Cap on. Ah. Thinking Cap's nice. It is. Like, the extra, like, boost to defense and such. Really good. But double casting spells, I don't think I'm going to be able to do without. I'm going to have to keep the hat on. It essentially doubles the actions they're doing. Depending on what it is, of course. Like, double casting Oomph? Lovely. Like, it's too good to pass up in my opinion. I did see a crit there, I think that was 216 I saw. It's pretty good. Like, considering this is the Boomerang I have had since... It would have been I got it in the Tower with the Echo Flute. Like, it's surprisingly holding up its own, you know? Like, it's doing its own. Long casting is nice. Drop defense by 20 points. Yes! It's definitely a big decrease in defense. But when you've got, at least in my case, 2 healers, it's pretty damn good. The one thing I'm not sold on is Angel's Robe. I have it on my main healer, Bacon Du Kazing, because he used to be a priest. Guaranteed resurrection to full health. This protects from instant death, so they'll always be able to protect me from instant death on my team because I can bring all of my people back, guaranteed. I could have changed it over to this, which would have been an extra 31 points. Would that have been 31 points? It would have been very tempting. Otherwise, flowing dress is not as sizable an increase, but still a sizable increase. I don't know. I'm definitely getting used out of the bonus effects for things. Also, something I could tell you. It is possibly spoilers. However, something which you can no longer go back to do. So it's something you'd be able to do in a future playthrough, assuming you did one. Do you want to know? Oh, your sage learned Kazig. Oh, never mind then. Never mind then. Once David learns Kazig, I might change the robe over, yeah. That's definitely nice. Yeah, slight spoilers. Not anything like too important. Just something I found interesting that I came across. I'm not gonna like tell you unless you say you want to know. Because, I mean, that'd be mean of me. Like, it is in no way anything important, just something kinda cool, is all. For now, we're gonna try and get to this next cross, I think. Kids are distracting? Yeah, don't worry at all. Hopefully distracting you by being happy, and like nothing's going wrong over there. Chimera can use wildfire? That's surprising. It's like the first time I've not instant killed these chimeras. Huh. They're actually more dangerous than I thought they were.
Multi-heal.
Oh, that multi-heal double cast. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not passing that up. That's just too good. That's just too good. It's me a level up? Hell yeah. I'm happy with that. That's good. I'm loving this game. I'm loving this. I'm so glad there's more to it after the last boss fight. Okay, these statues are a little worrying, but I think they're fine. I think they're fine. I see you're trying to catch Pokemon. If you're on PC, if you scroll underneath the stream, there should be an extension down there. Otherwise, exclamation mark Pokestart, I think, is what you do. Entirely up to you. Like, no pressure to like catch Pokemon. It's something someone asked for, and I thought, why not? It's innocent enough to have. God, that double cast is amazing. Like, if you've got the hat, I honestly, I don't see why you wouldn't use it. Even for the, like, cost and defense, I think it's worth it. I think it is. Okay, we've got some stones up here. That's important, right? What have we got in here? We have no monsters. Currently on phone streaming yourself? Ah, fair enough, fair enough. That's good fun. That's good fun. Black bandana. It's not actually black, that was blue. Iron claws, it's useless. been nice having like other people who have been playing this game come along this stream though. It's always fun to chat about like the game itself that I'm playing. 2 gold coins? Ah, that paid off. Yeah, we're happy with that. I've never once got anything good. That is such a useless ability. I want to think for something good from the dig ability, but I've never found more than 2 gold coins. Like, I don't know. I read it on what the ability actually does, just out of pure curiosity if it's any good whatsoever. And all that I got told is, oh yeah, you can sometimes dig up items as well as coins. And I've never found an item, and it's got my hopes up. And I'm gonna regret having my hopes up. Because my hopes are just gonna be dashed, like... There's never anything good. There never is. I'm still gonna hold out hope. I'm still gonna hold out hope. Found 84 mini medals. Hell yeah, that's quite a lot. How am I doing? 41. How the hell do you have double mine? It's impressive. I mean, good work, my guy. Like, that's far more than I've got. Also, is that the fake dragon? The Skelligan? They're pretty meticulous. I mean, yeah. I'm decent at searching everything, but I've not been searching every single nook and cranny. But for you to have more than double, like, that's a lot. I had thought maybe I'd missed a few, simply due to the fact, I mean, it's, yeah, giving me like agility, Gillette, or whatever you pronounce it as, next, or Gilly, I don't know. That's not an item I need anytime soon. I kind of gotten over that level a while back, so I assumed that I'd maybe missed some, but not like missed 40 of them. Like, that's pretty bad of me. I should be doing better. Can't believe it. Anyway, I want to make my way to this crossing the map. And then it might wrap up the stream shortly after. I'll see what's there. I'll see what's there. So I'm having fun chatting to you. I kind of want to go a little bit longer. Wait, I get passive healing. That's pretty cool. I mean, they're also gonna die because I've got like double oomph to go around, but it's still pretty cool. I'm a little worried for Tuna right now. I mean, we've got full heal on David, so it should be okay, yeah. No, that's fine. I'm enjoying having the 2 healers, it really helps a lot. I was a little skeptical when I was planning it, but no, that's actually really doing a good job. And that's another town. Okay. I thought it might be a town, but I equally thought it was a bit out in the middle of nowhere, so I wasn't certain. There we go. Enemies are destroyed. Jack's leveled up. That's pretty good. Another level on one of our sages. It does give him Kazziz, which is it's interesting. If that got double cast, that'd be fun. This is Cantlin. It's not the place we were looking for, but oh, it's got a monster arena. I know where I'm immediately going to be heading, but before I do, just quickly check. Okay, there is a monster nearby somewhere. Could be a person. Could be you. No, you're just drunk. Fair enough. Got a couple of chests in there, which I can't get into. I did find oomph powder. Only thing the Sage can't do so far to figure out is can't cast lightning. Okay. I hadn't noticed that. I mean, I've not had a mage, so I've not had anyone able to really cast lightning at all before. That's interesting to know. Hello. I thought we just feign cross over onto Great Fiend's Isle. Thou wilt require 3 objects. Sunstone, Staff of Rain, and Sacred Amulet. You possess all 3. Go to the Great Sanctum, Southeastern Isle. Okay, cool. Just need to get various items. Is what we're up to. My Maester Strange Tale 2. Okay, mountains in the south. There's apparently some people. Okay. We'll need to go south of here then at some point. I had planned to regardless. It was kind of next on my list. Still looking for this monster though. They're somewhere. Possibly. They're meant to be here. We're told they were, and there they are. They're behind the sign. Hello. Eep indeed, my guy. Eep indeed. Oh, that buffs one of our other guys. Brilliant. Not like a huge buff, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Going into here, we have much. I mean, I can see what looks to be a broken sword. Got party dress. I'm curious, is that by chance the Orichalcum?
Ah, does that sword perchance take thy fancy?
I mean, that's the sword from Dragon Quest XI, I recognise that. That's like the Master Sword, but for Dragon Quest.
Scant is known about it, save for the fact it was created long, long ago. Even the metal used to craft it is an absolute mystery. I had, at a point, considered using it in the construction of the great statue I seek to animate, but it was not to be. Should thou wishest to take it, then relieve me of the object by all means. I have no use of it now.
So can I use the Orichalcum to get this fixed? Is my immediate guess. May as well get the books. I'm not ever going to use them. I'm happy with where I am. But may as well grab them. And none of those really seem amazing. So, things I want to very quickly do before the end of the stream. I want to firstly check where am I exactly? We are at Catlin. Cool, that's fine. I can remember that place. We want to go to the dwarf. I want to show him this sword, see what he thinks of it. If he mentions fixing it, I'd like to get it fixed. God damn it. Can't get it fixed. I mean, Orichalcum's useful, as is a broken blade. I can't use either, so they're used in something later. Alright, go back to Cantlin. We want to do the monster arena next. So I've been pretty good at finding monsters. I think I've been fairly thorough in that regard. Maybe not so much in mini medals, but I have been in regard of getting the monsters. Do I have any rewards actually? I've talked to you. Oh, Slime's now level 50. He's got one last friend to find. God, he's so powerful. 251 attack. That's good. That's good. Yes, hello. Is this where I need to go next? I believe so. I've got 83 so far. How many have I got? Did I get a number? It doesn't tell me how many I've got in total. I've gotten quite a few though. Or does it tell you? It's under info. Defeated. I don't know. Monsters rescued, that would be it. 70. You know what? Yeah, you are doing slightly better than me. You are doing slightly better. I still think I'm doing well. I think I'm doing more than thing. Yes, next arena battle. Let's go. 3 seeds of strength, 3 seeds of defense. Oh, and we get another mod rod? That's good. That's good. So, we want to definitely change out our team. We are wanting, weirdly, just a regular slime. We would like the restless armor. And we would like the mini demon. So I think it's best just to go for the highest hitting people. Oh, is that Hippopotas? I'm gonna catch a Hippopotas quick. Give me a sec. One of my favourite Pokemon. I don't know why. It just looks silly. Hark Time's Life initial about to commence. Indeed. I think we're ready. I think we just let this play out as it is. Like, Arthur is just murder. Otherwise, fight wisely. Yeah, that seems good. I'm hoping we can kill off at least one of them. Yeah, there we go. Killed off the scarier looking one. Killed off the slightly less scary looking one. That's good. That's good. Got hit once, we did hit hard. But we have the damage we need, seemingly. Okay. So multiple different shades, but yeah, they can die nice and easily. I'm a little worried about the one on the right, the red one. Because it didn't take much damage, you said. And 53 is alright. It's not great. I think we've got them. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And this one, this actually looks easier than the previous two fights. Like, the bear worries me a bit, but I don't think this is too bad. Arthur's looking a little low on health, but I think we're fine. Yeah, there we go. There we go. This should be the final bout. Let's see. Will we win? I hope so. Ooh, that does look a bit scary, actually. Yeah, Great Troll does a lot of magic. Hydra gets multiple attacks. Umbra can instant death. So I'm a little concerned here. Wildfire's maybe a wee bit scary. That regular attack is more scary. Got it. I think we might be losing. Unless we can kill one of them here. Which we did. Okay, I think I might actually win then. Potentially. It's gonna be close. But I don't think that Umbra has group attacks. They can send people to sleep. But that's probably alright. Yeah, there we go. I was quite worried there. I don't know if this next round is going to be doable. I might need to come back later, but I'm going to give it a shot. I do enjoy the fanfare. Okay, there we go. Get a nice cheer, and we're able to do rank 9. Get 100,000 coins. Oh, that is so much. We also got a magic bikini, which, I mean, it's good. But we already got one. We already got one. It's not as good as our current equipment. That gets me a new boomerang. And if it's a metal wing boomerang, I'm gonna wager a guess its ability makes it better against metal-bodied enemies. Meaning metal slimes and liquid metal slimes. And now that I know there's a liquid metal slime island, I'm really wanting to win this. I'm gonna give this a few attempts. Because it is random chance what fights you get put up against. So let's see. I don't think we need any healers. That is a dangerous first fight. I don't like this. I mean, we murdered one of them outright. But these guys are typically quite mean. Actually, no, we did only get one hit on us. That could have been worse. I'm still a bit worried. Oh, it's critical claim. It's powerful, but that uses like 90 MP. I don't want him using that. But it might have been safer. It might have been safer just getting the kill. This one looks worrying because it's all dragons out of AoEs. Yeah, wildfire. It's not too bad. Thinking Lucy might be going soon. It's got me a little concerned. I'd like Lucy to stay because they have my pretty solid magic damage. Arthur's gone. Lucy's gone. It's just Splattrick. I don't know how well this is going to go. Of course, now we're using our dangerous AoEs. We might win this fight, but I don't think we're winning one after. Nah. I'm gonna try again. I really want that boomerang. Like, I really badly want it. Because like I say, it's random chance. I might change out Arthur. Because that gets us a healer. I think that's worth it. Just to work on rank 6. Really? I mean, rank 6 was a pretty difficult one if I'm remembering right. I think rank 7 was actually easier than rank 6 in my mind. Like, that is a tricky one. I don't know if you're going in using a healer, but I think I did the first time and I failed, and I didn't the second time and then passed. So take from that what you will. Yeah, my assuming Mike's on, gonna focus on healing, maybe? No, focus healing. That's what I want you to do. In rank 6, yeah. That's hopefully one you'll get soon. Assuming you're getting like the monsters from out here as well, you should be able to get it. Okay, this doesn't seem to be random chance this time. This is just set things. Okay. That worries me. We've got the skeleton. Lucy is still alive. Multi-heal helps, but it's not going to outright carry me. Stopped after and didn't go back? Ah, that would make sense. Yeah, this multi-heal is really going to be useful. I'm glad I brought a healer. I still would like more damage. I could be tempted to switch out Splat Trick, honestly, or Arthur. But I think we'll manage. It's gonna cuss it close. But assuming I can use Kazing, or not, they don't recognise they wanted to. Okay, never mind. I think we'll bring Arthur. Arthur, I think, has more damage than Splat Trick. Like, I enjoy the idea of bringing Splat Trick, but I don't think he's the one for me. I really want this boomerang, bro. Like, I really, really badly want it. Kabuff's dangerous, but we're mostly doing magic damage, so it shouldn't make much of a difference. The fact that they had bounce before does worry me slightly. Oh, they've got a full heal. Oh, that's mean. Yeah, Lucy's gone as well now. Can we get Kazing on someone? We can. Mike's gone, never mind. Weird Dance drains MP. That's quite a bad one to have. Yeah, we're now just down to basic physical attacks. I think we've lost. Yeah, I'm gonna forfeit. I'm gonna give us one last attempt. I'm gonna switch out Splat Trick. I don't know. I don't think he's pulling his weight. 2 bouts gets me most of my entry fee back, so that's okay. Okay, we'll try again. Splat Trick, I like you, but you're getting swapped out. There we go. I think this could be an alright team. I think it could be. I'm a bit worried about the MP kind of getting too low. But if I change tactics to fight wisely and focus on healing, I think we'll manage. Biggest concern is Mike only has the multi-heal, I believe. That also worries me, because he doesn't get a turn to heal himself. I wonder if I have maybe another better healer. I might. Yeah, I think Mike's dead here. Yeah, there goes Mike. And we needed that healing quite badly. I'm just gonna forfeit. We're not winning this. I want to give it one last attempt. One last attempt. I'm gonna properly look at my guys and figure out who's gonna be good. I think we need to come back later. But I'm happy enough to spend some money. I'm not spending anything else. What can we get? Patrick is 50. Same as me then. I mean, he's good. He's good. But he just doesn't have the attacks to do damage. Like, he doesn't have the abilities. Hocus Poker is quite good. I'm not sold. I've got a lot of high level people as a thing. Like, he could be better than Restless Armor. Just because he might get multiple attacks. I mean, he hits quite hard with basic attacks, yeah. You're not wrong. Then can we change out that? I'm not sold on you because you only do multi-heals. Do we have someone else? I mean, She Slimes look like they're going to be very powerful in a while. For 3 extra of the same species. Freezing Blizzard could be nice. Hustle Dance is a heal. I think. I'm not going to go that low in level. I think Hustle Dance is a heal, assuming it's the same as Dragon Quest XI. Lucy, I think's pulling their weight. That's fine. I'm a little worried about Hoodwink in the mid. How worried am I? Am I worried enough that I'd change them for this? Oh yeah, rank 7's dead easy. Like, I don't know why it's easier on rank 6. I feel like we got them the wrong way around almost. Okay, I'm gonna give this a go. I think this could work. Let's see. Frizz, that is the same as usual. That gets a kill. That also gets a kill. Okay. I mean, getting 2 different attacks is nice. That's quite good. They've one shot every monster in 7, but not 6. I know, it's weird. It's so much easier for no good reason. I'm gonna have to change tactics as well, I think. Because I'm worried. Yeah, he's not focusing on healing, and he should be. Might be the death of our Hoodwink. Yeah, our healer is gone. Never mind. This is an easier second fight than normal, so I guess there is some random chance to it. I'm not sold by Armstrong. He's alright. But I don't think he has the hitting power. I mean, he hits a lot, is the thing. Like, he's not bad. I'm just not 100% convinced, and we're not winning this next fight. Same one as we had before. I'm curious to see just how quickly we lose. Like, can't we get any of them? So Armstrong is quick, and honestly, against some of these enemies, he does get 3 attacks. Like, that's 90 damage. I think I might just have to forgo a healer again. I don't think you get healers in this easily at all. You know, I'm not even going to pretend. This isn't going to be the last attempt. I'm doing it again anyway. It's fine. It's fine. We're changing you. I'm going to try bringing the healer. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think Hoodwink did anything that much, really. Okay, we're going to get into the fight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to properly change the tactics throughout the fight. So, you focus on healing. You don't use MP until we get to a difficult fight. Don't use MP. Because look at that. Like, he did plenty of damage there without doing any MP at all. Mike's about dead, but he's the healer. That's fine. He's able to get himself back up slightly. I'd quite like to have someone with a full heal, but I don't think I've got anyone with that ability. And if I do, they're not a high enough level. And Mike, no, you don't go for the kill. You're meant to be healing. You silly man. You silly man. This one does actually really worry me now. Because we're going to get so many attacks. That's 2 attacks. One of them wiped me out. Well, thank you very much for a follow. I appreciate it. I really do. This guy really worries me. I think we got to the next fight. I think at this point it's just going to have to be show no mercy. Got metal slimes. That's actually especially good for me. You're going to be on show no mercy now because I just want to get through this. You shouldn't be focusing on them, my guy, but okay. I was kind of hoping you'd go for someone else. Okay, Frizz should kill the gold golem though, right? No, it's still alive. I'm not even convinced it's a golem. We might be fine here. If that gold golem goes, which it has, this is arguably not that hard of a fight. Like, we just wait. We deal damage, they don't. Sizz is the only one that does much to me. This is fine. I think we can make it through this one. I'm not convinced we can make it through the one after. Unless it's like a level 1 slime, maybe? I don't know. It's unlikely. Not entirely convinced we can get through this one either at this point. That Sizz keeps coming in and dealing damage. Maybe though. If it's just down to the metal slime, I think we do have this. Can you win the 41 health in one creature? The answer is a most likely no. And then we're against Monty. My, have you progressed? I always knew you had it in you. Well, I think you can beat my menagerie of monsters. I helped collect that menagerie, my guy. Don't do this to me. I just want a boomerang. Honestly, doesn't look too bad. I'm dead. It doesn't look too bad. Another attempt. If you want to beat me, you'll have to train a little harder first. I just wanted a boomerang. I did get my entry fee back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go all in on damage. Restless armor. He can pretty much guarantee a kill. With critical claim, that does a lot of damage. I think crits ignore defense is how it works. So we're gonna try this. But we need to manage our tactics. Don't use MP. You're probably fight wisely, because I hope he doesn't use all his MP at once with critical claim. That would be a waste. God damn it. The one thing I didn't want him to do. Against the one guy I didn't want him to do it against, especially. He annoys me. He really does. I feel like I do need a healer. But they never quite prove to survive long enough to heal. Yeah, we lose here because this is just a difficult fight. Like, it is partly luck for these, you know? Yeah, there goes Lucy. There goes Arthur. That one fight is so difficult. I think if it's a case of me getting the fight with the Manticore, I could probably do it. I can probably do it. I know I keep changing my mind as well, but I'm gonna go back to healer. I'm going to. I'm gonna regret it. This is actually the last attempt, though. I really badly want that boomerang. We need an upgrade. We have for a while, and that seems like it's going to be a really fun one. Okay. Don't use MP. Focus on healing. Now we fight. Armstrong gets a kill there. That's good. Mike gets hit, but he then heals. That's mostly alright. Armstrong might get the kill. No, not quite. Mike, no, you needed to heal. Damn you, Mike. Damn you. There's a reason I tell him to focus on healing, and he just doesn't. He doesn't do it. I think this is a bad one. No, this is Manticores. Aside from the one on the right, these are fine. I just need Mike to survive. And hopefully Armstrong as well. Frizz is a little worrying. Only 46 damage, actually. That's better than the regular attack. Mike, you mad bastard, you need to heal people. I told you to heal people. I don't like this. Okay, surely this fight will be fine. We'll be fine. He can heal people this time, right? Armstrong, I'm gonna say fight wisely. I think it's the right move, because I want to get rid of the gold golem quick. So apart from him, I can definitely survive and heal. I'm not convinced that's better than the regular attack. We've lost our healer. Damn it. Damn it. I mean, I'll be going into the last fight with better odds than this one. You should go back to don't use MP. Okay, Metal Slime is gone. Come on. Okay, yes, that's fine. You know what would be really nice to have? A healer who actually heals. I'd love that. I'd love it. I think this is the team I need for. I also kind of need to go against Manticores. I think are just far easier than the dragons. Yeah, I understand. It's Monty. Let's fight. At this point, all of you show no mercy. The most possible damage, please. Never mind, they got 2 attacks. I'm gone. That would have been fine if I'd been healed. The healer not healing me. I know I said it was gonna be the last one, but you know at this point that I'm not. I'm stubborn. We're going again. I'm stubborn. I'm doing it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna get that boomerang. It's gonna be purely by luck at this point. I don't use MP because I think it's honestly better without it. Exactly, can't end on a losing streak. Even if I think it might be a fool's errand. We can't. We can't. Okay, Magbalis is gone. Gold Golem attacks, but we heal Lucy. That's fine. Lucy can take the hit. That's better than Mike getting attacked. But Gefrez won't quite do it. No. Mike, please. Love God. I was gonna say, please heal, but I should have known he wouldn't, would he? He's so annoying. He's so annoying. We're dead here. We're dead here because of you, Mike. I entirely blame Mike. Wait a second, Mike. If you heal us, you can redeem yourself. You know what? This isn't awful. I take it back. It's not great. But it could have gone worse. It could have gone worse. Alright? Not seen this fight before. We've seen similar, but not this exact fight. Frizzle's fine. I'm worried about the skeleton. Not great, but we're alright. We're alright. We do have potentially a healer on the right, so I do think that's a bit scary. But skeleton's gone. Frizzle, I can survive. We're getting our money back at least. We're getting our money back and then a little bit more on top. We just need a healer. We just need a healer to survive. Because we're gonna die here in the kind of first exchange, right? Not immediately. I'm not gonna have hope. but there is a chance. What would you wager? I get axe first and just kill the guy. I did get to act first, I didn't kill him, bro. Damn. Ah well, it's close. The closest attempt yet. It's the closest attempt yet. This is the team. This is the team. We're not doing Grand Kate. No, that's not what we're doing. I really want this boomerang. I really want it. If only focus on healing meant we'd actually focus on healing, we just do not see it as there being more fights beyond this one. Like, they'll only fight for that one fight they're in. Okay, I think Armstrong... Honestly, keep him on fight wisely for this first one. Because we need this to pan out differently, is what we need. It's panning out differently, but I don't know if I like this differently. Okay. I think we might have this. We're in a better situation than previously. We need to hope we get a decent fight here. This is a fight we can handle. It's a difficult one. I'm going to quickly change you to Show No Mercy. Okay, one of them's down already. Armstrong's taken a big hit. Armstrong is dead. I could honestly deal with that. Mike does have Kazing. Depending on this, it could be alright. And it's a good fight for me. I should be able to get Kazing off. I'm a little worried we might just be stuck in a multi-heal loop for a little while. As long as Mike doesn't die right away, we're fine. He didn't. I think I'll be able to get Armstrong back at full health. This might be the time. Oh, the stars are aligning. The stars are aligning. Okay. One metal slime down. They cast Sizz. I'm hoping I do a multi-heal. I didn't. It's a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have gone into this next fight with as close to full health as possible. But I think we're still looking good. Is he on Show No Mercy? He shouldn't be. He should be on Don't Use MP. Okay. Okay. This is the strongest we've gone into this last round. We've got our healer. And that makes a big difference. Because Boom takes out their mini-demon. That's good. Mike took a hit, but that's honestly still fine. The fact he did Kaboom means we've got it. Thank Christ. Or should I say thank Mike? Thank Mike, I think. Listen to this fanfare. This is an impressive fanfare. There's a rank 10? Oh no. Oh no. I'm not looking forward to that. But we've done it for now. I really wanted that boomerang though. I need an upgrade. And that boomerang is better than the Blizzard Blade. And it's even better for metallic monsters. Oh, it's so good. So good. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. That is quite the note to end it on, I think. Is there any monsters in this arena? No. Is there anything in this arena if I just wander around quickly? I doubt it, but I get to do a victory lap, right? That's fine. Oh, that was such a difficult match, but I'm so glad we got the boomerang. We needed a bit of upgrade, and if we ever go against anything metallic, I'm now going to be able to do even more damage. Those metal slimes, if they're on that island, will not stand much of a chance. I think with that, we are more than deserving of going back to say hello to our mum and ending the stream. Oh, that was quite the climax. I don't think we're beating that. Hello, Mum. Are we not allowed to sleep here anymore? Ah, alright. Well, we visited our mum. That's what matters. We don't really need to rest. That's fine. I still like to rest in my bed, though. You know? That's nice. Yes, I'll drop a save. We have a lot of money now. We've done, honestly, weirdly little this stream. Like, we did that monster thing. We found, like, a weird musical instrument. We've learnt of, like, various items we need to get. Found some Orichalcum and the Ruined Blade, but none of that does anything. So that's interesting. For now, though, I think that is all. I had a lovely time. I'm loving this game. I hope you're all having a lovely time as well, and I'll hopefully see you about next time. Bye for now.